Oh, my legs hurt again. My legs hurting again. Cramping like I'll get out. Hurting. My phone case is cracked. Interesting. I didn't know it got dropped. Here we go again. Most High, I thought you said we was going to be out of this situation. I thought we were done with this situation, Most High. Okay, here we go again. So let me start off by saying this YouTube channel was mainly continued for documentation purposes. This YouTube channel is personal and it was maintained for documentation purposes. Okay? So I already talked more about this malicious compliance on a video that is here. Let me see something. Did I go over yet? Okay, did I don't think I did. Oh, yes, I did. Okay, that is already on the channel. Oh, turn it on. It's already on my channel. Under, so you follow the playlist. Here's the channel. It's the live stream that's on right now. Scroll all the way down. This is where I always keep some mood music, as I'm going to always do my isms. Okay? My DJing. This is me and my daughter's memories. Okay? Trying to really stay in the more high vibrational thought progresses, not processes. That means you programmed progresses. I always try to stay in the most profound conscious awareness of positivity, no matter what type shit going on. And so I always need to remind myself of that with the mom and daughter memories. Okay. Then this is all that I'm doing here is in regards to, you know, keeping in a continual receptivity to the spiritual realm of what's happening in the physical. Okay. And I also just look at this as like talk therapy for myself, you know, the whole nine. Then, of course, this is where I want to start giving back to the collective consciousness. I'm part of that collective. So this is my astrological series where I go in and I'm talking about how the Mercury retrogrades and the eclipses and everything like that that I'm guided to speak on at any given time is going under this particular playlist right here. Then I got my featured channels here that breaks up the bullshit. There's a reason that I angle, and I need to clean my phone again. There's a reason that I put all the bullshit, the dark shit at the bottom. There's a reason for that. Surviving Lincoln Park's public housing. And down here is where I'm organizing everything. So like I said, if you click right there, there's some videos that looks like this with this thumbnail that are red that is talking about compliance. Right after that, I'm actually still organizing, okay? Because when I shut down my channel, so I can go and build the Karmic Justice Tarot channel, which I was guided to do it. Okay? With all the difficulties I have to try to like really stand on the authority of God's truth for divine feminines and divine masculines, you know, by doing my each one teach one. You know, all of that. I wanted to put it in a way that it was going to be more customized to being for the general public to consume. Okay, this is my personal channel, but because it's all running through my blood, like it's really the fabric of my being, my core self is about my mission statement and what I'm actually here on this planet to do. It had to be infused all into the personal, okay? Because there's no way that I would ever be able to lead by example, and teach by experience if I don't show what I'm really actually going through and do it very raw and very truthful. You know what I'm saying? The whole point was how when you wake up to realizing that you're being targeted, that from the moment you were in the womb, you were going to live a life where you always had to struggle to get what it is that you work so hard to receive. Like it made no sense. It didn't make any sense to me on how doors never opened up. How, you know, I lived in Section 8 housing and food stamps and shit. When I'm able bodied to get out there and work, but every time I apply for a job, oh, sorry, we went with somebody else. We went with a more qualified candidate. But yet, I know how to read, and it said that you'll teach me. You'll teach me because this is a entry level position. So I saw right then that the mind fuckery was that I would never try to get anything outside of entry level because they're saying you need a bachelor degree, you need this, you need that, you need this, you need that. And so I was like, I don't have that. So I know I don't qualify. So even at entry level receptionist jobs, you wanted to keep me at $3.80 an hour when I first started working. And my first job out of high school was Long John Silver's, or in high school, I was 16. $3.80 an hour. And every job that I applied for, working a Monday through Friday, a clerical job, a 8 to 5, or something like that. Well, I was still in high school, so we got to get out of class early. I was in what they call the DECA program. And, I would apply for jobs that says it's entry level. And, okay, you're a receptionist. The duties would be to answer the phone with our greeting and then sort the mail. Like, who the hell can do that? We went with a more qualified candidate, or we went with someone else. This kept happening to me. So when it happens to you where you can't make money, you're going to realize some shit is going on that's outside of your fucking control, and it's not shit you are actually orchestrating. Okay? Yeah. So I already disclosed this about this malicious compliance, but we're going to tap back into that. And then I'm going to let the Holy Spirit, the Most High, my spirit team, the ancestors, guardian angels, the cosmic elders, and divine feminine spirit that created us all in the councils of the highest white light to make every message that I put out be crystal clear and plain, straight, raw, and true. Okay? So I already talked about this malicious compliance with these 4 red and black thumbnails right there. Literally right after that, REACH, REAC, because I was asking Spirit, what's that acronym that ties into where they're supposed to be doing these inspections on your public housing apartment? And Spirit said, go to your channel, is right there, REAC. Okay, so we're going to look into that. We're going to talk about why this was on my door. That's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the way that they actually pull certain tactics. How when I say gang stalking, it literally just means, like, for me, I'm going to say my personal definition of this is when it seems like everybody in your life for me, excuse me, I graduated high school, and literally realized that, okay, now high school ain't an issue. I don't have that as an issue. So I have the full 24-hour day to go and look for a job. But of course, I had preferences that I don't want to do fast food and I don't want to do retail. Okay? So I'm going to go for office clerical. And when I noticed that everything was a shut door to that, but yes, we will hire you for Jack in the Box. We will hire you for Whataburger. we will hire you for some kind of store in the mall. What? So that's going to automatically make you wonder, like, what the hell going on? What the hell going on? Now, let's tie that into, because we talking about generational curses too. Keep that in mind. Let's tie that into you having a mother who harassing you about, you better get your ass a job. You ain't about to just sit around here all day. You better get your ass a job. You ain't about to sit around here all day. Yet it's still you saying to yourself, mama, where the hell you ever worked at? So this is where when I hear other people talking about how it started within their family, is when it really made me contemplate, because when I connected the not being able to get a job where I can say, okay, based on what my living situation is, my paycheck gonna be this, so this is what I can do about that, and this is how I can handle this. Okay, cool. Right? Staying optimistic. And not even tying nothing into being a black woman in America and the white man own everything. That was not my consciousness. Maybe in a different lifetime, I was subjected to slavery or something of the such, but not this one. Not this one. So I never went into anything that I was pursuing as far as getting an employment and looked at it as the white man holding me back. No. So you're not gonna hear that in my consciousness, okay? At all. You're not gonna hear me say they, the white man, this, never. Okay? So when my mother is attacking me and I'm not understanding, like, something about this damn picture don't look right. Because you would think that I would have a parent that worked and went through all the struggle like I'm going through. Right? So you would relate. Huh? Because we both black women. I'm a young black woman. You my mother. We black. So there was not no connectivity right there. So I can never be talking about the white man, because the main issues I'm having is with my black ass family. So I couldn't talk about the white man. That's what I meant by that was not part of my conscious awareness of the scrutiny and the blockages and the gang stalking. Okay, I didn't even know these terms. But it did feel like the main person that was always on my back with the whip. That's why I couldn't say the white man, because it was a black woman doing it. So I couldn't understand why my mother was always attacking me like this, talking about, you better get your ass up and get a job, like I'm just laying around, talking on the phone to a dude, a boy, a young man or something. That, you know what I'm saying? So when the real battle started, it started at the house. It started in the home. It started with the black family. So that's why you won't hear me saying nothing about the white man. When I talk about public housing, when I talk about Section 8 housing, when I talk about food stamps, anything of the such that they put in place to keep us, what? In submission, in a submissive state of, yes, sir, massa. But when I paid attention how it started in your own black family, and then once you venture out into the world and you dealing with, who at the jobs and stuff like that, you do see white faces. You like, okay, you cognizant of that, huh? But then when you go home, you should have a certain sense of an alliance with your own black family. You wasn't adopted. This is the woman that carried you 9 months and birthed you into this world. So that's where it really started for me to understand that the attack happened on me when I was in the womb. That's what I mean by it. Okay, so I'm harassed at the house. So that turns into a getting it. Now my mama on Section 8. Let me make sure I don't slide right past it. My mother is on Section 8. We're living in a 3-bedroom apartment in Greenspoint, and my mother is on Section 8. So I guess because she knew I was green, as this paper is, how that shit actually go, which I was. But I know she don't go to no job. And she was receiving SSI disability. So I'm saying to myself now, I'm the one got to get up and commute to a job and deal with these people in the politics and shit like that happen. So there was a certain resentment being grown there. You understand? It was a certain resentment. And I'm telling you, when it really took seed in me, which it actually did long time ago, but we gonna start right here, this point right here, at the age of 17 of graduation from high school. So I'm like, why would my own mama not understand? She on motherfucking food stamps, SSI, and Section 8. As if I didn't know that that's welfare, or the anger was because I always knew it was a trap. Whether I communicated this to my mother openly, I resented the fact that this is how we were living. And I got up off my ass to go out there in society and look for a work that is going to give me a substantial amount of income within those. How much was minimum wage at that time? 2017. I was 17 when I graduated, so that was 1992. So whatever the minimum wage was, I wanted more than that. Duh. Right? So my mentality was always to look above the fucking poverty level. So now we get into it. My stepdad is trying to get her to like calm down. She's an Aries and whatever other kind of shit in her natal chart that was debilitated and shit. That always had her, or this is spiritual. So let's just stick to that shit. It's spiritual. So why is my own mother always attacking me? So my stepdad stood in for me. So it was always a man that stood in and had my front, my back, my side to side. That's why I stay in praise be, because I already know that the Most High was protecting me when I was in the womb all the way up to today. Okay, that's how I believe it. That's how I can receive it as true. So when my stepdad stood up for me, I'd already been planning to try to get me an apartment. But what did I say? Did I say I had substantial income because I had my job for a certain amount of time when me and my mother get into it? I didn't say that. But I was still stepping out on faith. So the Most High God worked it out, got the job, and got the apartment. My stepdad helped me to put that in motion. So this dissipated some bitterness towards my own mother because my stepdad stepped in and told her she was wrong and assisted me to get my apartment. Helped me get my first checking account at a credit union. Said it's best to go through a credit union. I learned that through my stepdad. This man had not been in my mama's life that long for me to have this much respect. So when it comes to me talking about reading the energy of knowing when a man steps up for a woman and he don't ridicule her, he don't try to tear her down, and he didn't come in to use her either, because he was a welder. And anybody know that about welders, they make pretty good fucking money. He was a welder. And I saw him try to talk my mama out of letting go to Section 8 and for them to go get a house. But due to the fact that she didn't trust, and I get it, we ain't gonna go that far back from you know how I can say that I see how she didn't trust to put her livelihood in the man's hands and let that go. So she had to hold on to the government's dick in order for her to feel safe. I witnessed these conversations that he had with her. I didn't understand it. But then he passed away. He had a stroke. He had horrible high blood pressure. You know how black men can be, where they don't really want to see a doctor and stuff like that. So they don't go see him and shit like that. And he ended up having a stroke at work. Okay? He had a stroke at work and an aneurysm in his brain, and he was brain dead, and he passed away. 7-11 on the clock. So my mother was hurt. She tore up. My dad, that I never knew, passed away. When I was 6 months old, she said he was killed by the cops. That's all I know of the man. Okay? And due to my bitterness and my anger towards how my mother always acted like I was her fucking enemy, I will never accept that that man was my father, because she didn't do a good job at setting the stage to say, Elizabeth, this is your father. This is really your father. She didn't set the stage for that. So I'm going to always refer to him as the man my mama say is my daddy. That's what I'm always do. I'm going to tell the truth about my life. Because when you wake up and realize you've been targeted, you the first thing is anger. Because you like, what the fuck did I do? That's the rationality of trying to understand, why is it still going on? What's happening? Okay? So my stepdad passes away. My mother calls on me. I'm still living in my own apartment, working at my little job. But let me show you how the universe, how everything is in a divine timing. My job let me go. She was like, well, I have too many people in the budget or whatever the bullshit they tell you, right? And I have to let some people go. So I was one of the people she laid off. So this happened all simultaneously, that now I can fully invest time in helping my mother get things together for my stepdad's funeral. So she begged me because I didn't want to. I'm like, no, I'm gonna just give me another job, And then let me show you something. She was, well, Elizabeth, it don't make no sense for you to be staying over there paying rent. My rent was $285 at that time. I was handling it. It don't make no sense for you to be staying over there paying rent, and you might as well come home. Now pay attention. She's on Section 8. I gotta bring up this. I didn't know how I was gonna talk about this, but I had to bring this up as to understand how it was always on my life from the moment I came into this world. How do you skip talking about your upbringing? Like, come on now. This how you know a lot of people be lying and they be playing games and they be trying to get you to feel sorry for them because they won't never tell the truth about their childhood, their upbringing. Okay? They'll never tell the raw truth. I ain't never believe that shit. What happens in this house, stay in this house. Because if something is going on where my child is being hurt, harmed, and injured, she better tell somebody. I don't give a damn if I'm strung out, I'm cracked out. I don't care what it is. The law of the physical human vessel is to survive. So she better tell somebody. What happens in this house, stay in this house type shit. What? So yeah, my mama begging me to come back. I don't want to, because I'm realizing this certain weird, strange controlling thing she starts to do. See, Clifton, my stepdad, was the go-between on that. And she didn't like that I consulted him on things. She didn't like it that I didn't go to her on certain things about life. You feel me? It wasn't disrespectful in the sense like I'm just overtly, just disrespecting her. It was just she didn't have a problem. Obviously, if she common law married him, she didn't want to do the physical marriage. And again, like I said, based on what she had been through, she didn't physically marry him with a court document, but it was a common law marriage, and the man made sure that it be known that he loved her and wanted to be there for her, because when he passed away, he put her name on everything. Before he passed away, rather. On everything. Okay? So she received his life insurance. She received all this that he had set up in motion for her. So she wanted. And I'm going to tell the truth, because this shit is what we lingering inside you. And then you can turn to drugs, alcohol, or go get involved with somebody, and the motherfucking cycle continues. But I promise you, as sure as my name is Elizabeth Marie Fontenot, that it's not going to continue with my bloodline, with my lineage going through my daughter's womb on forward. So I agreed. Of course, that's my mother. She's grieving. I'm grieving, but I mean that's her husband. So I agreed to, I'm staying there. I still come back to my apartment, but my lease was up. I had a 6 months lease, so everything, like I said, in divine timing. The lady let me off from the job. My lease is up. My mom is like, Elizabeth, you need to come on. Mama needs you to help her with planning your stepdad funeral. So okay. I moved back in. She's in a 3-bedroom apartment, so my room was always available. I moved back in. I go through assisting my mother with setting the stage for my stepdad's funeral. This would honestly be my first time being at the funeral home. The funeral home, because everybody is buried at Paradise Funeral Home. Be there, looking at caskets, all of that, and having to be the strength for my mother. So God was already putting me in position. The Most High was already putting me in position to be an overseer. So I'm literally like not knowing what to say, how to articulate what we need or whatever. Anywho, my mother is letting it be known this is how she want things to look. Okay, because I mean, I recall as a child going to several funerals, seeing the limousine and all that type stuff, right? Buried many of my family members. So, I'm like, okay, but I never was hands on there making the decisions, the lady on their side of this, we're on this side of this, and they're offering this kind of casket and this and that. And I never been there at that level. And so I'm like, my mama's pretty much being as strong as she can. And I feel like because she knew she had money to bury her husband, was more alleviation, more alleviation to how she was handling things. Um, but the people robbed my mom. Unbeknownst to me, they literally robbed my mother of said amount of money for my stepfather's funeral that she didn't get these things that she paid for. Now she was talking shit about this and upset about this, and I heard it back then, but I can't recall it today. I can't recall it today that if she was ever upset about this or that or the other, because it was a very somber funeral. My stepdad is from Toledo, Ohio, so he did not have people come in from that state, whatever, to be there for his funeral. So it was me, my mother, my little brother. My daughter wasn't born, okay? She didn't come till 3 years later. Uh, and my family, my mom was, our family, but not Clifton's family. So that's what made it very somber. And the fact that, my mom had let it be known that they were like trying to fight her on certain stuff and like stuff like that I remember. But and the reason I say that is because when my mother passed away, she'd already paid for all this stuff about a burial plot and all this. And when I had to plan her funeral without money, without life insurance, okay, yes. And that ties into the bitterness with my mother. That when it came close time for me knowing, spiritually knowing she was passing, she was about to transition, she fought me on trying to get life insurance for her. Fought. So what am I supposed to do? And I remember my cousin got into an argument because she said, Liz, you should have just went on ahead and got a life insurance policy. So I was supposed to forge my mama's signature or something, bitch? What is you talking about? I don't think like you think. Stop trying to project your scheming, scamming ass thoughts onto me. If my mother says, no, we'll talk about it on another time. She kept saying that. You witnessed her saying that. What the fuck am I supposed to do? I'm barely making any damn money as it is. I don't get no goddamn benefits or nothing at the job I'm doing. What are you talking about? So this is why I'm so raw and cutthroat like this. So my mother didn't have insurance. You see what I'm saying? So that you see the contrast in that? She did everything. I was there with her to set everything in motion about the burial plot, the stone, the headstone that had the 4 spots, herself, well, Clifton, herself, my little brother, and me. A 4 plot. She paid for it all. Later down the road, when she gets ready to pass away in 2010, I get the paperwork, and now I see that they cheated my mother because I was at the funeral. And none of these things that's on this damn purchase order was of the funeral. So what pisses me off is that every time I spoke up and told my mama certain things over the course of time, she wouldn't listen. She was like that Aries energy of that, you can't tell me nothing type bullshit. Like, I just say that because that's her sun sign. That's all I know. I don't know her exact time of birth to run her shit to see what the fuck was debilitated in there. They always had her being like, you can't be told nothing. But yet she was grooming me to be the leader, the step next in line. I have a younger brother that's 13 years younger than me. I'm 51, do the math. So I never understood like what made my mother behave like she did and act like she did, but it's something wrong with the women in my family. Period. Because whatever my grandmother treated my mama like, she treated me like. She didn't have a close relationship with my grandmother. And my grandmother always made a difference between me and my cousin Mona. I'm the oldest grandchild. I'm named after my grandmother. That's why I never talk about my name. It's very it's very like instrumental that I say still Elizabeth rises, because I never want to use that name because it is my grandmother's name. Why would I want to use a name of somebody that hated me? People cannot narrate your fucking story for you and tell you how you felt about the way you were treated. So my mother would always battle with my grandmother about mistreating me. I always had very long, pretty long hair, and my cousin Mona had no hair, right? But my grandmother on Easter would go buy pretty barrettes and all this for my cousin. She don't even got no damn hair. My mom would get into an argument with her about that. So it's weird that if my mama protected me from my grandmother's behavior, how the fuck do you adopt that same behavior? Blew my mind. And then there's not an aunt that I get along with. All of them act like weird. I don't fucking know what the fuck to label it as, because I know as black people we can have issues with our sister, or the feminines, but to feel like a certain sense of like we come together, we love you. Now that shit ain't there. That shit ain't there. So that my point to say all of that is always just been me by myself until I had my daughter. And that's why we are so close. And that's why I don't play no kind of games with protecting her innocence. She ain't being tainted and corrupted. Okay? I was very hyper vigilant about that as a mother. That she was not going to be in any kind of an energy of family members that do that whole shit of running a damn mouth about the person that you love most is your own mama, which is me. They talk about the black sheep, this and that bullshit. Well, of course, you're not going to have my daughter in your company and you trying to gas her up to ask questions about me. How your mama doing? Where your mama at? How she been? Me and my daughter been like this, locked in since she was in the womb to being out of the womb. Locked like this. I don't play like that. I don't care if I had 5 kids. I'm not going to be like, y'all getting on my damn nerves. Go stay with your auntie or go let your cousin come pick you up. I'm not that type of mama. Because I saw the shit that they would do. They talked about my mama to me. They asked me questions about my mama. So I've been chin checking motherfuckers since I was a young girl. When I learned how to articulate my words, I was chin checking them hoes. Like, what you worry? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Why you want to know what my mama doing? And then when I go tell her, like, mama, like, I don't know why you talking to this particular aunt, because she was just doing such and such. Elizabeth, I'm not worried about that shit. I ain't worried about that shit. They talk about Jesus Christ. And then the next thing you know, you on the phone talking to that very same aunt shit about me. This is what I come from. So it makes sense why I don't have female friends. Totally makes perfect sense. You know what I mean? It's a no-brainer. So I've always been a loner. So anywho, now I realize, here we go again with this situation where the government is in my life. Food stamps. I remember when I said, so this is how much food stamps you give a woman that's pregnant. I always question every goddamn thing about all this shit. I always. And I said, so you mean to tell me if I don't go to work, you gonna give me this much little bitty ass food stamps? So like, it don't make sense. And it always made me reflect back onto my mother. And I'm like, but so y'all was stopping me from getting a job. Always no, sorry, you went to somebody else, So this was always a setup to incorporate me into this same shit. Here's where it got thick at. The daughter is now getting child support from the father who don't want to be in her life and do the right motherfucking thing. And when I had to explain to him, the reason why is literally because when you receive Medicaid, dumbass nigga, the government look at that as like they paying for your child to be taken care of. That's why the child support on you. You didn't have to tell them my name, and why the fuck would I do that? Why the fuck, man? You know what I'm saying? Why would I protect you? And you feel like if you can't lay up with me, fuck and suck and move around and then play daddy when you feel like it's cute, get out my face with that bullshit. So they started stealing, the government was stealing my child support payments. I pay attention to every time they send me a letter that says, this is how much child support we took from your child's father. And we sent you $50. Well, something ain't adding up. You call them. Oh, yes, ma'am. That's because you're getting Medicaid. What? Yes, ma'am. Anytime you're getting Medicaid, the government, and that's how it works. And of course, they never give you, like, here, go read about it. Read the language. Read this policy, da 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 da. Texas Department of Human Services, whoever the fuck wrote it up, go look it up. They never point you to that. Always assuming you're inspired to, inform yourself. Okay. And I'm like, something ain't right about this. So I was like, well, fuck that then. I don't, well, ma'am, we cannot just immediately turn off your benefits. You're going to have to wait until they expire and then don't reapply. What? Yeah, absolutely. Now, my point to talk about all of this is because my own mother, as many questions as I asked, as many times as I tried to understand how our family was going to thrive and get above this shit, there's no communication. That these niggas try to do to me while not talking and being silent, that shit started with my mama. So if you think that you gonna get by with playing that kind of game with me, nigga, I don't have to fuck you. I don't have to cook for you. I don't have to do shit for you. And if you think you can play the silent treatment games and still receive the benefits that a woman of my caliber offer, all right, challenge on, bitch. That energy right there started with my mother. I don't gotta tell you nothing. Stay in a child's place. What? Yeah, so now it's happening to me. This is why I teach my daughter that apple don't fall far from the tree. Understand? So when literally I'm being told that we can't cut off your food stamps because you gotta just wait till they expire, all this kind of weird shit. But yet every time you go apply for a job, sorry, we went with somebody more qualified. Sorry, you know what I'm saying? This shit has been happening since 16. I don't want my daughter falling into the same motherfucking pit. I don't want my daughter going through this. I don't want my daughter to be under this impression like she has to deal with this shit. No, you don't. You have a choice, beloved. And so if the Most High God set it in motion for me to be put in the position as the teacher and the leader of why you do have that choice, because I wasn't afforded that coming up, then that's exactly what I'm going to do. So that's why love is very sacrificial. True organic love is sacrificial. So okay, cool. I want my baby to know. So literally, okay. Now, how did Section 8 come into my life? Let's talk about it. See, because they don't want you to ever tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help they ass be free to know just exactly where to get the fuck off at. Exits, there's no lies on this highway. You must exit now. Every time you pay the toll, it's a true toll. There's no lies on here. You got to exit. Okay? Absolutely. All right? So, literally, I'm peeping game. How it's starting over again. But it's going to be customized for me because I'm a different person. But it's still the same game. I didn't have a mother to talk to about any of this shit. My daughter is a little kid. She's a little kid. I ain't talking to her about it either. I just said I didn't have no friends. No, I don't call women friends just because we met at work and we talking, we chit chat and everything. You're not my friend. Because I look at the word friend as if it's family. So if I'm not gonna feel you like family, then you're not my friend. You an acquaintance that I met through work. You somebody I met on the internet. You have no relation to me. I have no connection with you. That don't mean shit. Cause real life is a whole total different thing from when you go to work and you talk to, so and so, and she real cool now. And I don't even let that shit slide over into my personal life. Not like a lot of women can do. I don't. Okay? The closest women that I've had in my life were family members. So if I say that I cannot trust my family members, why the hell would I leave out into the world and every time I turn around I'm acting desperate to have a friend and then I'm just trusting all these strangers like they all be part of it. So gang stalking. Gang stalking. Okay? They stalk your energy. This is all about energy harvesting, okay? This is all about energy harvesting. If I can tear you down, you're targeted. So that's the job. I gotta tear you down. I gotta keep you down. Keep you down here. Now the game is not gonna be played fair if I just take you out. So it's like Squid Games, it's like the Running Man, shit like that. That's what this world really is in real time. And there's certain ones that ain't going through none of that shit because you wasn't chosen. You wasn't chosen. That's why I don't necessarily believe what the Bible talking about the 144. The 144. How many people is in the whole world? So now that's some coding into some shit. That's some kind of coding. The 144,000 people naming their damn channel the 144,000. The fuck. To be chosen, it ain't no fun day in the park. Cause that means you're targeted. Anywho, so again, not able to get a job that pays enough money based on what the rents are. Okay, so I'm like still in the dark on exactly what this Section 8 shit is. Okay, I'm in the dark on it. I'm in the dark because my mama don't talk about it. I ask all kinds of questions. I literally went with her to at that time they had caseworkers. And I'm the one asking, articulating the questions. And of course, the black woman is already groomed to, if she happened to come across one of my type, to just be very vague. And so that's something they love to do. They love to be very vague and not actually answer the question. So it took some experience for me to ask them, let me see the policy on that. See, that took some time and get some experience, okay, in life. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. So I want to get from up under my mama's roof because I'm not going to grow in the way that I need to grow staying under her roof. So this is to show you how it's a generational curse because it's no cutoff. If the mama's on Section 8, the daughter gets of age, have kids, she on Section 8, she got a daughter, she get on Section 8, generational curses. I was always angry about this welfare shit. That movie Claudine, me and my daughter watched it so many times. Matter of fact, it's under this playlist right here. That movie Claudine is something that I use to show my daughter things in an entertaining kind of a way. Where is it at? The movie Claudine right here. Right here. Claudine, 1974. My year of birth. Okay? So it depicts everything. They're in public housing. She's getting welfare. And she's trying to marry a man and go on with her life and better her life. And the government is saying, you can get married, but now we need to ostracize. We need to scan him and see what all he got going on. So he gonna be put on your gang stalking program. Even though he's a black man and he was on his own based on him showing it in the movie, how they tried to tell him he needed to pay more money or something. Somebody came and served him some papers in the movie. So he was technically on his own being watched program. Yeah. It's a great movie. Go watch it. It's right here on YouTube. Should have more than 21,000 views. You feel me? But anything about the raw truth, they ain't nobody really caring about watching it. But the universe always lines up everything for me to see it. And so I can share it with my daughter. Okay? All right? So like I said, that's how things went from my childhood that led me to want to be away from my mother by all means necessary. So reluctantly, I applied, but didn't realize, as I do today, it was by design. And I'm talking about spiritual design. The Most High was showing me something. So I apply. Eventually they approve it. But they approve it, and I didn't apply for Houston Housing Authority. I applied for Harris County Housing Authority. So I got it. And when I got it, my mother was already living in a condominium complex, and I literally contacted her same landlord. Well, we all was living in this condo, and because I'm on her Section 8. Okay, I'm on my brother. We're on it. So they transferred me over to my own now. So listen to it. You're not going to get any kind of communication of like, okay, now we're going to transfer you off of your mother's Section 8, and we're going to give you as the head of household. Pay attention to my words. As the head of household, your own Section 8. Your mother's on a Houston Housing Authority Section 8, and you're going to be on the Harris County Section 8. You're not going to get any kind of verbiage like this. But this is just an innate knowing that now they're putting you on the paper. You're now being part of the actual contractual. So what we have done is we have literally gotten you to actually sign up for the gang stalking and the cyber stalking. But it's not a document that says that specifically. Okay? Okay? This is spiritual warfare. So you get it, and you go through all the paperwork. Here's your voucher. This is how much it's worth. And then you need to find a place in these zip codes. The same bullshit, right? But because the landlord that my mother has for this condo takes the Section 8, I didn't have to do much to find a place to live. I'm already living in the condominium complex. So he shows me the unit. 4204. Pay attention to the numbers. I want to get deeper into this gematria shit. Pay attention to the numbers. The first apartment. What was my first apartment? It was 2 something over the 285 rent. I used to know about heart like that. Okay, I can't remember, but I'm sure they had a 2 in it. Something, maybe 204. Maybe 204. If I could drive over there and go find an apartment, I'll be able to see exactly what apartment was. So the condo he shows me is unit 2204. I get it. Sign all the papers. I move in. I'm noticing that every time I ask questions on how they calculate my rent, because this is what my check is. Well, blah, 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 blah. And remember, like I told you, they very vague. They train. And now, mind you, now they switched the system where if you look at the movie Claudine, it was a white woman that was being the inspector. And then it was a black woman that was at the welfare office. Well, nowadays, they're trying to make sure that everybody is on the ground zero doing their dirty deeds is your own race. So everybody that I ever seen at the housing authority was black. I just thought that was very odd that we were made to not be able to get jobs. I'm saying we because at the point I'm thinking of me collectively with my people, my black people. I'm not thinking being singled out. I'm not thinking that at all. And I'm like, that's interesting. I'm like, well, that's a good thing. But then why are they talking to me like they talking to me? They were groomed. So the same vague shit that was happening when I was in the office with my mother is happening with me. So that means you're trained to do that. You're groomed. You're told to do that. You're told to, like, if they ask specific questions, just, do not answer them. Do not point them to where they can read about this for themselves. And in the state of Texas, everything is convoluted. Every fucking policy and everything about helping yourself, tenants' rights, this and that, convoluted. I mean, it's just a whole shit show to try to find a very astute and reputable lawyers and anything of the such. It is all very much so purposely and intentionally made for you to not find it. Okay? They exist in Texas. But shit. Good luck finding it. It's literally like they customize your Google for your Google to scramble up. Seriously, I've been fighting this shit since I moved in this apartment complex. So again, that's why I said it was by divine design. Okay? That the Most High God allowed the Most High allowed these things to take place where they was hard to get out of. So when they want me to think, they think I'm ever get on my videos and talk about, oh my God, no. I believe in karma. I strongly believe, receive the truths of karma. And what you put out in the universe, you will receive. That's what I know is what has always kept me sane and not to retaliate and not to do this and not to do that. In my bloodline, I know some very powerful voodoo priestesses. Priest and priestesses. It's in my bloodline. I'm sure I was probably one of the major ones in a lifetime. But this time, in my Christ consciousness, I was not going to need to be tapping into any of that, retaliating, doing anything of the such. And I've maintained that. Okay? They put all kind of things on my search and everything in front of me about witches, this and that and the other. And at first when it was happening, it would creep me out like, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. So they're never going to get me to act as if there's no higher power. The highest power. Okay? So I'm under this housing authority shit. And far as what I'm seeing, there ain't none of these actions happening. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me. There are none of these inspections that are happening. I get the key. I take occupancy of unit 4204. Never got an inspection. Thought that was odd. Anything that happened in the condo, I've let the landlord know. Okay, I'm going to get the contractor out there, the plumber, whatever the fuck. They would show up. Okay? And, I'm there. I'm like, okay, they do what they do. And this is how I start seeing that everybody ain't a part of it. Because this man that came out, and Don Cobb was the realtor's name, the owner, whatever. He literally would always tell them to do the bare minimum, patch some shit up. But this particular plumber was saying, basically, first of all, you trying to rip me off. You trying to tell me not to come in and do the proper consultation. Therefore, I would not actually make the money for the job. No, we're not doing that. So this plumber let me know that Don Cobb was telling him to not do it the proper way. So I'm not knowing that doing the fact that you own a housing contract, there's a certain things within that contract that landlord has to abide by. I read it, but I'm not walking around day to day, going to work, trying to take care of my daughter by myself, going through things with the dad, all that, and paying this shit no mind. And then I happen to say to the plumber, well, I'm on Section 8, so I'm sounding green. Because I'm green in the sense of like being the one receiving the benefit and having to be the one to be answered to about the benefit and everything that goes on in the contract. And he goes, oh, well, yeah, because, oh no, that means he has to get this. Thank you for telling me that. I'm going to make sure I let him know here's my bid to fix everything up. And that because with the federal government, see, this is how the Most High plants people. Have people come in to teach you, to awaken you to stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, okay. And so he was so pissed off, the landlord, Don Cobb. Sure enough, that plumber was the person that came back and did the correct job with the water issues with the tub. He did it all correctly. Praise be for that. Okay? Now, I'm saying to myself, I still don't understand why this goddamn rent. The rent was $475 for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo. Nice. I ain't finna go live in nothing nasty. You're not finna show me something and I see roaches dead and hanging out everywhere, all kind of shit. I'm gonna go, I'll take it. Nah. Nah. Praise be to the Most High God that ain't been the situation for me when it comes to moving from one unit to another unit. Even this unit right here, the way that we acquired it, they had it all patched up to look like it's decent. Yeah. The lure. The illusion. So sure enough, that plumber come in there, fix all that up, everything cool. Month after month, pay the rent. I got a problem with it. So I'm sitting at the bus stop, right? We have a car, but I'm taking the bus today. That's my mama car. It's not my own car. So again, I told you my mama stayed in the same condos. I was staying with her. That's how I knew the landlord whooped the whoop. I'm the one got us in the apartment. Anyway, I'm sitting at the bus stop, going wherever the hell I was going. I don't gotta tell no motherfucking body about why I didn't have a car, motherfucker. If I ain't had no goddamn money, how the fuck I'm gonna have a car? It's just somebody, I just had to say that shit for the record. Anywho, this elderly lady is telling me, yeah, baby, sure is hot out here. I'm just heading right up the street to Kroger's, go cash my utility check. And I said, oh, okay, yes, ma'am, it is hot. And she said, yeah, see, baby, yeah, this it ain't nothing but $109, but it's something, I'm on Section 8. I don't know shit about no utility allowance. You see what I mean by walking into the next, the next slave in line, and when you green, how the Most High will plant situations, divine timing situations. And sure enough, she showed it to me. So I saw it, housing authority, okay. So I'm up there thinking, utility allowance. And I'm always fighting with the light bill and shit. My light bill running like $200 something and shit. The rent $3 something. Damn. Now, mind you, if you don't work, they pay the full rent. But you still got to pay your light bill. Excuse me, at the time I didn't have no cell phones. It wasn't cell phones, okay? I had a home phone. And I didn't have no kind of internet or nothing like that. No kind of cable. So my light bill was like damn near $300 a month. And my home phone was like $25 a month. So I'm thinking, I'm not working. Why the hell I'm not getting a utility allowance? Communicate with the so-called caseworker. So if you understand can somebody translate that shit for me? Moving forward. So in moving forward, I'm noticing that I'm never getting any answers on the questions that I'm asking. That's by design. That's what I mean by malicious compliance. Okay? And we're going to talk about it. And then we're going to get into what this green letter is talking about and all this shit. And the tactics that they still keep thinking that they going to keep playing with me and pulling to affect me and my daughter in the worst way. And for the record, I'm going to address this raggedy, walking dead ass ex-husband of mine as well on this live when I come from peeing right quick. Yeah, we're going to address it all. We're going to get it down. We're going to get it down. Let's get this shit for the record. is it your towel? Personally. Well, that's good, because that's what I be doing. I just want to let you know. Now, I be thinking you be doing it. I was like, I hope she don't wash her face with this. No, I do down here. Oh. Like, sometimes I wash my face, I be like, yeah, that's my face. It's so rough. It's so, what's wrong? What's that? No, I was just saying, like that. That's what I was saying. Like, I don't know. No, I'm the one. I be using it, so I just had to ask you, is your towel? Because it's so goddamn rough. You ain't got to worry about me putting on my face. It's too. I know, because we don't have no washing, no dryer. Yeah. No. The grease. I can't do that grease again, baby. Nah, we ain't doing that either. What? Yeah. Well, what time they close? Okay. You should have thought of that earlier. You know they gonna close. Oh, Lord. I turned the fan off so I can hear myself think. I don't like that white noise. Okay, so here. Let's address this shit. Once and for all. Huh? To do what? I have zero taste bud. What they closed? Well, if we do, we can. You know what I'm saying? If we have to. That's always an option. I was just saying if any other option was that time of day. You can pick. Who y'all had to go use the bathroom. Be so difficult to go to the toilet. And I mean to actually evacuate my damn bladder. Something really is wrong. And I'll be praying that it's not my kidneys, that my kidneys haven't been affected. So when they be talking about some damn dialysis or some shit, motherfuckers fucking with me like that. Yeah, they fucking at 8:40. Okay. I'm just wait till like I'm daytime, okay. Girl. I'm telling you what the hell. I don't know what the hell. You better stop dropping these damn phones and shit. We ain't got time for it. Even though it's the carpet shit. So, let's go ahead and this. How this ex-husband, mad because I got rid of his dead ass, makes comments like, you're sitting on your ass on public housing and letting your daughter take care of you. First of motherfucking all, I think I said it on yesterday's live, that actually, how I was talking about how I got paperwork that from doctors that say what the hell going on with my body. Okay? And that me and my daughter are very much as one over here know how we got things going. And that you wish that your son would have loved on you in spite of how you treated him. So worry about trying to make amends with who you would want to be around you while your ass is croaking out. How about that? I just had to say that to get that off my chest, because every damn time I think about this situation and like leaving Lincoln Park, leaving this shit all the way behind me is going to kill the memories of this man too. You people got to understand. It's like places that you live hold certain energies. You understand? It holds certain energies. So you want that to be completely, I really want a clean house. And I'm talking about my temple, my physical body. I just had to address that. I'm grateful of everything that I'm speaking about, open and honest and raw and truth. All these things my daughter already heard. Nothing she would hear me speak on is news to her. She already knows all these things. She's already been told all these stories, these different ways it happened, how it went down with this and how they went down with that. And why I stay on her about being hyper vigilant for how they'll try to trip you up in it. And so that's how I can see the generational curse has been broken with me through the way my daughter vibrates. Yes. So niggas will even be jealous that the good piece of dick that you had that gave you a beautiful son or daughter or however many, and they wasn't even in alignment to do that with you. They be jealous of that shit. Ain't that some crazy shit? Ooh, wee, baby. They be jealous of that. Can't stand the fact that the Most High God chose you to be a mother and have a bond. And then these men be acting like females and literally be backbiting and talking shit about you from the type of shit that don't even make sense. Like what other masculine guy could he talk to and be like, yeah, and my wife, and she got a good daughter over there. Yeah, she therefore take care and everything. She ain't alone or nothing. Like, damn. And then think about it, right? Stalking me on this channel, and then literally go text and say shit like, Ashley, I apologize. I apologize that I didn't give you the money. And and see, this is how I know that the Most High is real. Because my daughter don't walk in bitterness. She ain't ghetto hood radish. Ain't gonna be cussing you out and telling you all this and that and the other. Even when we talk in private, she don't never do that shit. So that's still representative of me. Yes. Absolutely. That's what you hating on. And you think you can say some bullshit about some fucking Lincoln Park nigga? The lies. The lies. Every place in Houston, Texas that got hood involved in it, behind it, third ward, second ward, South Park, you know about it all. You thought you was gonna get you a hood queen. Huh? That's fucking hilarious. And then you're gonna have the audacity to turn around and sit up there and assume that was gonna hurt my feelings by you bringing up my daughter taking care of me. You're so fucking retarded. Like, that's what I'm saying. The things that I get angry about is the fact that I ever was with your ass. Made me check myself in the mirror, look at myself for a long good time. I'm like, nah, girl, that's just the way your love worked. You wasn't judging him. I was like, that's what it was? Yeah. All right. Thank you for that higher self. Thank you for that spirit. No matter how many times I look at it, I get the same answer. No, that just shows how your love works. He mad because he lost out. And like I said, the Most High God put people in your life for a reason. Any two ways, a man is comfortable with you being in the lowest level of poverty that you can be in the public housing. To me, when I was homeless, I have way more praiseworthy things to say off my lips for the people I met, everything, than living here in public housing. Is that not crazy? You'd be like, wait, but you didn't actually have your own roof. And I met amazing people. I had amazing memories of when I was in Star Hope Shelter, when I got into a bad fight with my mama. Yeah. Absolutely. Way more memories. Great memories than being here. So for this dude to literally try to think like it's an insult to say I got a great daughter that looks after me, that care about me and all that, and you just sitting on your ass. Okay. I just had to address that shit. Just because it's just, oh my God. It's the sickest shit ever. It's the sickest shit ever to literally have to know that you was with somebody that felt that kind of a animosity against you. That they would literally sit up there and try to jug at your child, the bond. Nigga knew about the shit that you went through, the sexual molestation. The nigga knew about that shit. And why you act like you act. Why you so goddamn super on one when it come to your child, your daughter at that. And literally have the audacity to try to flip the script on that shit and be like, you're sitting on your ass and she's taking care of you? Dumb fuck. Isn't that what happens in society? The parents get into whatever situations happen and the children come to mama or daddy rescue. Ain't that the way it's supposed to go? So that just means that you highly upset that you sitting over there dying alone. Just like the fuck I told you how it was going to happen. Mark my word. I don't just say that just because it sounds, it sounds so cute. It's cutesy when I say mark my word. So I put in the work. I strived. I struggled to handle my own emotions about what had been done to me, that it didn't make my daughter bitter. It didn't make her bitter. It didn't make her look at the world as a terrible place. You understand? Yeah, yeah. And when you play little games like you gonna try to, yeah, my daughter said I can move in with her. My daughter this, my daughter that shit was so fucking like, I mean, I be so flabbergasted at the attempts to try to get my attention and make me feel some kind of way. Make me feel some kind of way. Like, oh my God, I can't believe he said that. That's hurting my I don't give a fuck. Like, say some shit that I give a fuck about. And because you can't find nothing to say that would be something that you can pervert into being a lie, it is nothing you can say. My reputation is impeccable for what I have went through in this lifetime and how I built a strong bond between me and my daughter. My reputation with my daughter is impeccable. Okay? So there's nothing you can ever open your lips about, Terrence Martindale, and say about me and my daughter that is going to rile my feathers. You told me that when I was going to work, living in Candlelight Trails, which was the condos I'm talking about, where I met you at, and you're gonna say when I was at work trying to make a living for me and my child and pay this high ass rent on this Section 8 voucher, you gonna say you was fucking some female in my bed while I was at work and thought that was gonna hurt my feelings. That's why I took the motherfucking conversations off the channel. The ones I left up is Quasi's, the Warlocks. I didn't leave yours up. Yeah, nigga. All of it is by design, just to show you are not shit to me. I mean, let me tell you something. The opposite of love is hate. Okay? The opposite of love is hate. So if you want to see my evil side, try coming for my daughter. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. You want to see these black wings pop up from out of my goddamn back, fuck with my daughter. That's it. That's it. I don't care about shit else. Nothing else. So you speaking about having sex with a woman in my bed while I'm at work to provide for me and my daughter only reflects who the fuck you are. That don't. What is that? That's not my jacket. That ain't my fit. What are you talking about? I mean, yeah, that was wrong. I did that. And then talking about you had AIDS. Talking about you had AIDS. I got AIDS. Hope you didn't get it. Like, man, this shit is creepy as fuck. That's how you know they walking dead. They're soulless. They already dead. They just still walking around. Y'all, people, it's real flesh. Well, they look like people, but they are dead. They have no soul. They really walk amongst us. They're skinwalkers. They really walk amongst us. And I married one. So I got an up close experience with this shit. Was laying right in my bed. Yeah, they tried to infiltrate into my life straight up through my womb. In my bed. Yeah. Yeah, any man that would get comfortable living in poverty. And it ain't even about living in poverty, because you could have a nice roof over your head and everything, and y'all know how that shit go when they playing with your money. So I ain't gonna say living in poverty. I'm talking about living in housing and public housing and shit. And then get out of here. Get out of here. Go watch the movie Claudine, and you see how it's supposed to go. Shit. Talking about, yeah, yeah, you been over there in public housing for 12, 13 years. I mean, this shit is sick, man. I'm telling you, I would have rather have married my little girl's my little girl's father, her biological father. I would have rather have married him and went through whatever that was gonna be about. But that's it was, this was by spiritual design, because through that connection, I woke up about every fucking thing. Everything got lit. Because when I realized that the true way of trapping a divine feminine is to get her to marry somebody like that and stay in chains and shit and everything of, oh my gosh. When these women talk about being with a man like that and how they got all old looking, they lost their figure, they lost everything. They vampires. They literally skinwalkers. They're soulless. That's why. This is a different form of vampirism. They don't put their fangs on your neck and suck your blood. Nah, this is straight take your energy, baby. So if you want to try to pervert it in your own mind that all that I did for you and turn it around and try to target me by my daughter, yeah. Your bitch ass going to the void too. You and Quasi can become friends down there. Okay? How about that? How about that? Think about that, because that's exactly what I would be focusing on. If I know that I don't know how many more days I'm going to be here breathing, what the hell is I'm doing petty shit for? That's the only thing about you that blows my mind, Terrence Martindale. You is about to be on your last motherfucking boom. It's over with. And this is the shit you doing? Instead of making amends, telling certain family members you love them, trying to make amends with your son. Wow. And you literally thought that I was going to stick around for that shit? Never. It wasn't in God's plan. So you got a problem, take it up with the creator. Take it up with the creator. Take it up with whatever star system your dusty ass came from. Huh? You probably came from Pluto some damn where. Take it up with them. Take it up with them. Okay? Okay? I think I came from one of the watery, what does they say, Atlantis or some shit? Yeah, something like that there. Something. But we wasn't a match. We wasn't a match. But in human form, I met you to learn these karmic lessons of self-love, self-respect, honoring myself, all that, all over again. It's been the same lesson the entire time. It's just you was going to be that one that was going to really be the catalyst for it. Because of the way that you was comfortable being in these governmental systems. You was comfortable with it. The fuck? So literally you being the type of a blockage on me. Yeah, you don't think I know when I'm in my cards and they talking about this blockage and once this is gone, it's you. I know Patricia's already crossed over. It's you. Huh? I know it. Just like the lady at the post office said when they were stealing my mail, tampering with my mail, redirecting my mail to go somewhere else or just holding it back, whatever the fuck was going on with that. She gonna sit up and say, yeah, Miss Fontenau, he getting paid your money. They giving him your money. Yeah, he getting your money. Really? How? But you know, they always hire one of us to stir the pot. So I was like, okay. All right. And matter of fact, that's what prompted me to do the video of it's chess, not checkers, something like that. Checkmate, something like that with the checkerboard that's on this channel. Yeah, that's what prompted me to do that video. Yeah. Yeah, just to see how the cyber stalking, listening to your phone calls, watching me on the YouTube, listening in this apartment with some type of device that's in here to watch us. Yes, absolutely. And then it all seems like it's lining up that I'm talking to a basic ass postal worker who's hearing me tell her something was going on with my mail with the Social Security Department. And then she gonna just add it in, the government giving you my money. What motherfucking money? This nigga ain't worked no jobs. This nigga was a street hustler criminal. What money? Huh? You didn't let me work in no, you didn't, I didn't get the jobs making no decent money and all this and 401k and all this bullshit like that there. So what are you talking about? This is how they tell on themselves. They gotta tell you that they part of it. You see? They gotta. Just like on the movie Sinners, they had to ask for your permission to come in. And then when they seen that you was trying to stand too much in the power of righteousness, of like, no, we don't want to side with evil. We don't want you to take over our souls. We don't want to join you in the soullessness. Okay? In the darkness that y'all are in, they infiltrated, did they not? They infiltrated. The reason why they had the movie where Michael B. Jordan played twins, that's the Gemini energy. They do all kind of symbolisms. That's the Gemini energy right there. That's the splitting of the mind. Huh? That's the splitting of the mind. Yeah. That's how they split the person. Me. That's how they sodomize the chakras. The fuck out of here, nigga. You thought I was going to actually stay with you so you can further retard my growth? Huh? Never that. Oh my gosh. Like your energy just gives me a migraine. It's just, it's disgusting. It's just, ugh. And you literally think, because you click on my videos and you trying to keep up with what's going on with me, that's going to make you feel better? You still dying alone. Alone. The closest you going to feel to some love is from some nurse at the hospital when you in hospice or however that shit going to go. If you get to the hospital, be under hospice. The fuck? Y'all should have motherfucking checked my lineage before you came fucking with me. Before you came fucking with me the way you been fucking with me. When I came to this planet to share love and peace. And if I was going to be given the position to teach, it was going to be in a different way as the way I saw it in my mind's eye. But the Most High God, the Most High had a bigger plan for me. That I was going to come in as the black sheep through this Fontenot family. But that I was always supposed to pay attention to the spiritual practices that was done around me. I saw everything. It was never a moment that I wasn't paying attention. But I was always supposed to be operating in disguise, like I didn't see certain shit. Yeah, that's how, you know, they say God works in mysterious ways. Absolutely. Every fucking thing that was done to me, around me, because of me, in a wrong way, I saw it. Everything. So that's addressing you, Terrence Dwayne Martindale, to let you know nothing you saying about my child is going to benefit you. Nothing that you use my daughter to try to think you attacking me is going to benefit you. You still dying alone. Alone. You got out of that prison cell to come into the quote unquote free world to die alone. Just like I said. What you should have done is went on about your business and leave me the fuck alone. That's what you should have did. If you had to start drinking, smoking, I don't know what the fuck, to keep your mind off of me. Because the spells you hoes be throwing is just because you're thinking about me. You can't stop watching me. You can't stop listening to me. Huh? Yeah. It's your thoughts. But you forgot I poured it in as a Gemini. I work well with my two brains. I know how to interchange them out. I know how to switch faces. Okay? But the thing that I love to do is mind my fucking business and live in peace. And don't bother nobody. Live and let live in peace. That's the glory of this earthly living. And since that was robbed from me, that's the true inheritance It had nothing to do with no fucking physical cash and houses and all that shit. That ain't freedom. Huh? Just to be able to just wake up and just breathe clean air and just marvel at nature. That's the life that I long to live. And I told you about that. You love this city shit. Smog and gunshots and all that shit. You and I was never meant to be. Then you gonna try to scare me and tell me you had HIV, nigga? Like that's some shit to play about. It's a girl right now, have documented her whole story. Her name is Tina 2. Yeah. Gina 2. Gina 2. And she literally documented her finding out she had HIV AIDS and almost dying. It ain't nothing to play with, you stupid ass dumb fuck face. For you to just throw that shit out there, and then you gonna have Davida help you. But I told him don't tell you nothing. Have fun in the void. That's what I want you to do. Have fun in the void. See, because you poured in as a human to learn your lessons. Huh? That's why we come in human form. To learn your lessons. And when you look at life as you don't have to learn shit, and I can hurt, harm, and anybody that I wanna hurt, harm, and injure, and prevent them from their glory, I can do it. Oh, they love ones like you. They love your type. I'm talking about those that use your skin suit to try to affect said chosen ones. Yeah. They love your type. You the perfect type. That's the ones that's going to the void. See, you only get a certain amount of times to come in and get this shit right. Huh? And you made the conscious decision to not ascend. You like being in a descended state of, consciousness. Huh? So have fun in that void. Because you've chosen. You've chosen. You made a choice, baby. You chose, yeah, this is what I want to do. Now you don't want to get caught in that place in between, going on where you gonna go and stuck right there. You don't want what I think they call it purgatory, if I'm not mistaken. You don't want to get stuck right there. Cause that's even worse. There's a lot of people stuck right there. There's a lot of people up in there. Worse than prison. Remember how you say you ain't like all that noise, all that shit they talking, all that shit they be doing, all that shit. You're like, shut the fuck up, nigga. All that shit. You remember how you was telling me about the prison? Yeah, it's worse than that. Because it's souls. It's souls. Yeah. Something that you really don't think is really real. But as soon as you slide right out your body, I want you to remember me telling you this. And I made sure that I asked the ancestors to make sure he remembers that I said this to him. Huh? Yes, that's the only petition that I've asked. Whatever they do with you when you get over there, keep you in purgatory. I don't got nothing to do with that. I have nothing to do with that. I'm telling you that you're going to the void because you've chosen it. That's what I'm here to be that messenger and let you know that. And because you really it didn't matter how many opportunities you got to do the right thing. You chose to do the wrong thing. Yeah. You chose. You chose to have a heavy heart. You chose to be angry, mad. You never believed in no kind of God. Because God, the G stand for guidance. You didn't want to be guided. You never cared about no God. You called on God to get out of prison. And you literally thought that God gave you me and this and all that bullshit. No, I had to learn my lessons, wake up, and you was that perfect catalyst. Come on now. What black woman is going to feel so good to lay next to a man that's cool with being in the shit that is going on and don't have no intentions on changing it? What black woman cool with that shit that walks in the light that I do? None. None. So maybe if you'd have went a different route, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it would have played out differently for you. But you chose to stay attached to me. I bring your karma when you fuck with me wrong. I bring instant karma on you. Straight up. Straight up. My ancestors been getting on my ass about not speaking like I'm supposed to be speaking. That's what that card, there it go right here. That's what this card is talking about right here. This card says you are not seeing the bigger picture. Time to explore the dark corners of your psyche. Exactly what this is about. And I done told them I don't want to tear nobody ass up. That's not what I came here to do. So whoever those ancestors were, they've been backed off long time ago. They backed off long time ago. Like we ain't gonna be able to get her. We ain't gonna be able to get her. She ain't gonna do our biddings. They show up in all kinds of ways. The deities and all that, the Shuns, the Yamahas, all that stuff be coming up. I'm not paying that shit no attention. Because I came here for peace. That's what I came here to do. My teachings are not even supposed to be crucially hard like this at all. That's why they've been relentless in the bullshit, in the notices on the door. How can we find a way to put her in a position? How can we find a way? Like they was waiting for me to put up the messages and shit. Yeah, I record every motherfucking thing. You on my phone lying? It's recorded. I'm not putting nothing up. But then they put this, like, okay, she ain't did nothing yet. Let's put this on her though. See what she gonna do next. Nah, I'll talk about that whole reach shit and all that when the thing happens. I'm being guided. I'm guided right now to talk about this that I'm talking about. You gotta go back to the childhood to show exactly how this shit was always like meant to cause you to have like a nervous breakdown. You gotta go back to the childhood shit. You gotta talk about the molestation. You gotta talk about the incest. You gotta talk about the shit. You see? And so you gotta get rid of any kind of shame. You gotta get rid of any kind of guilt. Right? And a lot of people go and do things to relieve themselves of the guilt and the shame. So I'm grateful that the Most High said, I got you. I got you. And can't nobody sever me from that love. No one and no tactic can sever me from that love. And that's why the attacks got a little stronger. They got oh, so we see she talking now, huh? Oh, okay. That's why y'all think is a coincidence that we got social media. That's not no goddamn coincidence. They gave us social media for a purpose. So at any given moment, we can record what's happening. They want you to record. That's why they made this streaming thing. Well, shit, fuck. Well, what if they don't know how to do it, though? Or what if they ain't got the right kind of phone to really do... Fuck that. Let's let them be able to go live. So we watching it in real time. All this shit is by design to surveil us. Humanity. That's what I came here to do. Is to create this love energy regardless of the chaos we can find ourselves in. This is what I came here to do. But to constantly be under attack and can't do my work because I always have to address this Five of Cups as energy, this past energy shit, with people that's bruised and they feelings and everything. I don't give a shit about none of that. I don't care. It's children that are being trafficked. It's women that are being hurt, harmed, and injured. It's elders that's being taken advantage of. That's what I care about. So when I go to the Most High and I say, well, why is it that something is robbing me of being in that position to really do what my mission statement is, my soul's mission statement? And then when I was shown, well, you got to clear this stuff up. This is some karmic debts or some type of shit. I don't know. I'm still learning as I go along. But I'm not finna be sitting up here playing no games with nobody want to be, oh, woe is me. You a professional fucking victim. Nigga, please, lonely. Like this would kill me when this is what takes me all the way there. When a motherfucker never paid attention to your patterns. Like, dude, I always had my own mind. I always had my own way of transmuting bullshit. If you on my line, you lying and everything. I'm about to tell your ass that I'm not gonna play nice. That you be misconstruing when I'm being in character. When I'm being in my higher self character, you misconstrued that as weakness. You be misconstrued that as weakness. No, it's not weakness. It's not weakness at all. This is a choice to communicate civilized. I told them people in the office, no problem. We under this government public housing shit. Cool. Here go Ashley's income. Here you go. They gonna tell me, oh, Miss Fontenot, we can't take your name off as the head of household. It's gotta be you. I said, based on what IRS says, the head of the household is who's the goddamn pay the majority, all that, y'all know, go read the language. So that's where it went at a standstill. Because they've been stealing on my name. Now they gotta switch up the game. So then they put this on the door. Yeah. They literally thought that I was like weak or just I was gonna comply to their malicious tactics. But they don't understand. The sicker I get in my physical body and not able to do my activities of daily living and focus on dealing with the doctors and this and this and this. Right? You know the mold is in the apartment. So what the fuck you gonna do an inspection about? Tell me this. What are you doing an inspection about when there is a third-party mold inspection that says that this apartment is uninhabitable? Based on what the Texas mold laws, whatever the fuck that shit is? Yeah. So what is this for? Because there was an argument about why did you change the record to say Ashley is the head of the household. That's why this is on my door. Because the next step was to find something we can violate. Then we can go that route to put her out. Put her out or whatever they steps they gonna do, right? Look at that. Trash is properly disposed of. Your kitchen and your bathroom areas are clean. Now, in certain ways that they word this shit, that sounds like motherfucking Claudine. Like, how the hell you gonna tell somebody, well, I don't think you should have that shower curtain up. That doesn't look right. It don't make sense the way they word shit. It's like they need to speak in this language of, I'm coming to your house to surveil you. Listen to what they say. Kitchen and your bathroom areas are clean. Now, it'd be one thing if they said kitchen. Right? Think about that. Because a person could have all kind of like bad food, dishes piled all up. Look, hold on, wait a minute. Because the next thing it says, no pest attracting conditions. So tell me if there's mold all in your motherfucking vents. How the hell is that not the landlord positioned to make sure, where's this water problem coming from? Where's this water behind the walls? Why is the apartment so sweltering, heated and like humid, and the carpet feels wet when you walk on it? Like, and it smells like musky ammonia mold, mildew, and like a cat litter box that has never been changed. And the cat been drinking motherfucking Dr. Peppers instead of water. Okay? The cat been drinking Dr. Peppers and Hennessy instead of water. And been pissing in the same litter box for goddamn 6 months straight. And it's just lighting up the whole apartment. And you got the air conditioning off with the windows down. That's what our apartment smells like. But yet, because you thought that I was going to react to you, Miss Fontenelle, ever since you've been living here, you've been the head of the household. Yep. But higher self said to go through the papers and fill them the fuck out the way they're supposed to go. You gave me the papers clear, meaning like it wasn't already typed in there, and you just said, "Oh, sign here and sign there." No, huh? Sharonda Womack, that was the property manager of Allied Orion Group, the property management company that was managing Lincoln Park before Tarantino took over, would have never gave us our stack of papers to fill out at the house by ourselves. In other words, it was already pre-designed. Just sign right here, sign. So if the government ain't doing some kind of, somebody's doing some motherfucking stealing. Somebody with HUD, motherfucking HUD, whoever all is involved is stealing on the head of black people that live here in Lincoln Park. I'm sure it's happening in every other project here in Houston, Texas, but I'm talking about Lincoln Park where I live at. Somebody's stealing. Like, it don't make no kind of sense. None whatsoever. And just like I said it before, that I never did get on my live stream and talk about, just because they was talking about they coming after these illegal immigrants. Oh, we was definitely a part of that. In different kinds of ways. They was going to be, it's in there. It's in the policy, the New World Order, whatever the fuck they call it. It's in there. Like, think about it. When the verbiage in the news was to make sure that there's no illegal alien receiving government housing. It's in the news. Type it up. Go on YouTube or Google and type it up. There's no illegal alien going to be allowed to have government federal housing money. I see plenty of Mexicans still walking around here. I'm just using the word Mexican just because I don't know if any other nationality. Right? And I don't see them nervous about nothing. So I don't know. I don't know what the hell going on in Texas. You feel me? Because I'm not seeing nothing in the media, nothing in the news, nothing going on here right here in Houston, Texas. I don't know Texas to be overran by people that are from Nigeria or Ghana, Africans. I don't know Texas to be overrun by anybody that's Indian or Iranian. I don't know Texas to be overrun by anybody from anywhere else. I see majority Hispanics, aka Mexico. So I'm not talking down. I'm saying the truth. So don't that sound like, who's the majority of people that's living on housing authority? Think about it, y'all. Think about that. Who is the majority? What race? What majority race is living in public housing authority Section 8s? The majority race. I didn't say the only race. I said the majority race. So that sounded like right there, like that's like a segue, an entry point to say, y'all next. So we can't necessarily say, okay, Elizabeth, you got to go back to Africa. You got to go back to Jamaica. So what else way would they do it? This shit is crazy. This shit is really, really crazy. So I'm going to always expose the shit that's going on because it's personal. It's happening to me. It's happening to me. I'll never start a channel doing a reaction to what's happening to this person, that person, what this celebrity doing, that celebrity doing. No, I like to focus on self. I really like focusing on self and whoever is affecting self. You're going to be exposed. Yes, you are. That's the season that we're in. Exposure, baby. Yeah. You know, and so that's why this is on my door. Because they expected me to comply with filling out the form, correcting it, and putting my name back at the top as the head of household and my daughter underneath me. That's why this letter is here. It says failure to comply. There go that word. Let me circle it. And my daughter needs to stamp this. I need to kick her butt. Because she know she's supposed to stamp this when it came. And I think it came yesterday. So she better get that damn stamp and come stamp it and put the signature on it. She knows she learned that from Dr. Matthews. See, she be slipping. Okay? Also, something that I want to point out, excuse me, is that it said smoke detectors are accessible and unobstructed. Now, in this apartment, the smoke detectors are on the damn wall. I mean, on the ceiling. So how the hell could they be obstructed? So I'm going to show that. Let me show that in this live. How the hell can it be obstructed? Did I even put this on charge? Child, I did it again. Okay, shit, I'm going to put it on charge in a minute. Hold on, let me turn this light on. Okay. Here are the smoke detectors that are in this apartment. And yes, I wanted to know, first of all, what is this contraption? They claim this goes to the smoke alarm. Okay? And then we have this. And yes, I put the tape there because I want to fucking know, why the hell do you have two detectors in my bedroom where I would be nude and doing my business or whatever? There's one here and there's one here. Let me back up so you can see the vicinity. Here's my bed. The bed. Do you see that? If that was a camera of any sort, it could see everything I'm over here in my bedroom doing. So that's why I feel like they put this part in here. Smoke detectors are accessible and unobstructed because they're way the fuck up here. So how would they be obstructed? So there's one. There's another. Oh yeah, it still gets creepy because here's another one. And then here's another one. Let me step out for you to see how this is the hallway. How would they be obstructed? Okay? Do you see how many? Do you see how many? Count them. 1, alleged smoke detector. 2, smoke detector. 3, smoke detector. 4, smoke detector. Hold on, wait for it. 5. Was that 5? 4. 4. Wait for it. Hold on, where's the other one? This is coming into the little hallway. How have y'all ever seen some shit like this? Hold on. Let me show the mold. Make sure I get it in and see that this we're living in. When I'm sneezing, coughing, this is what we living in. Okay? This is the kitchen. Okay? You don't see no smoke detector. Okay? Let's come in here and see if there's a smoke detector. None. No smoke detector. This is the dining. Shows how we supposed to be moved out of this bitch. This is the dining. No smoke detector. Let me back up. No smoke detector. No smoke detector. No smoke detector at all. Why are all of them by our bedroom? Okay? This is also what we living in. This is in the dining area. Okay? Go on my channel to the shorts, and the actual documents of the mold inspection is there. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Now, my daughter said it was leaking under here. I'm going to show you what we living in. When they try to act like they doing an inspection, they're not inspecting for shit that's wrong with the unit itself. They coming to try to find something to say you doing wrong, to write you up, to start a violation process. When fucking with you, look, look. Now remember when it said on there that you don't have something in the way. You know, I mean, you're not the one causing the pest. This was because this was leaking. And I never put nothing else down here. This goes to show you when they supposed to do these inspections, this is the type of shit that they supposed to put these little signs. You see how old those signs is? Yeah, they don't do no proper inspections. Okay? I know I talked about everything else, but I get winded when I have to come in here and try to show y'all shit. Or put this on record on this live stream. So now here is all the debris, the shit you see coming out of the air conditioning. That shit you see stuck to the wall. When I say it's all on my dishes, and I tell my daughter to constantly wash all the time, I'm not no filthy ass woman. So that's what you're not going to do, is come up in here talking about you doing a motherfucking inspection and you ain't inspected it. Because for the record, this unit has already had the proper third-party inspection for mold. And it checked the green boxes that it is mold. And the variants thereof. Shit is all over our stove. This is shit that is blowing out of the air conditioning. Okay? Ain't no telling what's up here. Let me see. Oh, shit. Yeah. Yeah, this is what we living in. But they talking about, get it. Get it. They talking about an inspection. Huh? They talking about an inspection. I'm doing my own fucking inspection to show what I'm telling you, that it's surveillance. So black people that's cool with this shit, look, we've been keeping boxes ready to go. Ready to go. It's a smell soon as you walk in here. The lady that did the other walkthrough from houses, she said, yeah, that's because what she call this, a sewage backup. I mean, as soon as you open this, it smells straight up like sewage. Okay, and you can see. We never had a washer and dryer. For what? Why would we get a washer and dryer? This is how we wash our clothes. That's where we dry it. You understand me now? Why would we buy things like that when we know that this apartment, it makes everything turn bad? Okay? There's no furniture in my house. So when they come in, they're going to come up the stairs right here, and then they're going to just walk through, and they're going to be like, oh, okay. Okay, this is my own inspection. Okay, you see that window open? If the air conditioning was on, this has to be open. This is the only way we can breathe. This is how I've been living here in Lincoln Park for years now. And we got the fan going in. One is coming in and one is going out. This is how we breathe every day. So when I'm talking about I can't breathe, oh my God, my nose, I got a headache. Yeah. And it's already on this channel, the short. This is my plants. So you can't come in here and talk about a violation of a goddamn thing. You understand me now? What you need to come up in here for? Huh? This is what's in here. Ain't no furniture. Ain't no furniture because you see what's blowing out. You see what's blowing out. And I did this before, and YouTube took the video down. Talking about the lady that's in the office, a white lady. She was inside the video, and you can't have their information on social media. And everybody got them shit on social media. What the hell is you talking about? But that's how they do the gang stalking. Now let's look at this bathroom. Look at this. Yeah. I mean, smell like straight piss in here. Straight piss. Look at it. This is what we breathing in. You feel me? My daughter was researching and got these contraptions to try to keep the shit from coming down so much and to get all up on our toiletries. Okay? Because it be all over here. This is some contact paper that she just put up here to try to help us like know when shit is up here. So you're going to always see this because of the way it's like shiny. You're going to see that. But it was a way for me to feel better when I wipe shit down that I know I cleaned it. Because up under it, it has this ugly ass contact paper. Now look, this is what they said on the thing, right? That your bathroom is clean. This, okay, let me show you. What's coming from the air conditioner, this is it. This is it as well. Do you see that shit? This is what's all around our apartment. Look at that. Okay? Yes. Yes, look. You see that? I have never seen that. Whatever come out the air condition, it sticks in the cracks. Yeah. It's like I never seen a building built where nothing was meant to be seamless. And then they'll go through it and they'll caulk the shit. Do y'all see that? That's caulking. That's freaking caulking. I didn't watch plenty of shows where they building houses and I never seen that shit before. Okay, so let's look at the tub. Because what I'm telling you is that we've been in this particular unit for 3 years. And you know for a fucking fact, it's had an inspection. I just called in a work order about this. And he did nothing. See? Look at it. Look. How does it have something to do with the tenant? When she did the inspection, she said, the mold inspector, she said that it's probably all behind this wall, the water damage. They actually put paint on the tub. That's why that looked like that. They painted it. The tub itself is porcelain, and they painted it. This is coming from this water thing that be leaking right there. So, what are you going to see? You going to see your own property? Huh? I'm not no filthy ass person. You going to see your own property. That's what you going to see. My back locking up. You see what I'm saying? Turn this back on. I'm fucking hot. Oh shit, my back. Okay. Oh, so hot. Oh shit. Oh shit, my back locking up. Oh my god, it's locking up. It's locking up. Oh god. Oh god. It's locking up. Yeah. You feel me? Oh shit. My back locking up. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh, it's locking up. It's locking up. Goddamn. Shit, it's locking up. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. Praise be. So. Oh. Oh my god. My back, y'all. Lifting my arms up like that. And trying to show shit. I'm telling you that when they lock up in my back like that, it's crazy. Oh, oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Like I said. Oh, oh my gosh. Oh, my back. My back. Damn it. Oh my God, my God, my God, my back, my back, my back. Oh, yes. So like I said, my channel here is a documentary channel. It's not meant for, whatever you get from it. You you learn from it. That's the reason why I was guided to make things public, because of the way the Most High is showing me how everything is going to go down, that I had to start doing it this way. Yes, indeed. But like I said, I'm grateful for my experiences. I'm grateful to have an opportunity to break the generational curses in my bloodline, and being that, sacrificial lamb to do so. If it makes sure that my daughter does not get drawn in to this same type bullshit that's going on. Okay? To make sure she don't get drawn in. That's the goal. That's the goal. So, anything that's happening that I can use as an opportunity to teach her, to understand what's going on, to understand how to read these men energy that might be trying to come towards her and all that, and how they infiltrate through, they try to get at you, get at your divine femininity by setting you up with certain relationships and things like that. And so I'm so grateful. I had to, that hurts so bad. That hurts so bad. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Like every time I go try to do stuff, that's what happens. So like I said, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be, in a position to literally do things in such a way that helps my daughter see her way clear, and that she don't get caught up in the bullshit. Okay? She don't get caught up in the bullshit. She's very aware of what's going on. So that's what always is an advantage point when you have no idea why it's happening. You can't figure out why it's happening, what's going on. What's happening in my life. And the whole goal is for you to turn to drugs. The whole goal is for you to turn to, King of Swords, baby. Thank you, Spirit. King of Swords. The whole goal is for you to have, that's the point. The whole goal is for you to have no clarity about what's actually really going on in real time in your life. And if they can keep you in a state of confusion, keep you in a state of, duress, that's exactly what they want to do. Like I said, when the chick in the office gonna say, "Oh, I mean, that's how I know you're not telling no lies about all you going through, cause I would have just been sitting in there getting some free rent. What's free about breathing in mold every day? How's that free to me? What's free about fighting roaches away from your pots when you trying to cook? I'm not no nasty ass motherfucking person. That same shit happened in that other apartment in the back. Everything that's going on in this apartment happened to the apartment in the back. Everything. The same exact shit. Same exact shit. And I'm like, what the hell could cause that breakdown like that? And so they don't give a damn, because look who we housing. We looking at them they look at black people like herds of cattle ready for the slaughter. They look at black people as herds of cattle ready for the slaughter. Okay? So they don't give a damn about what kind of fumes coming from the AC. They don't care about none of that shit. But have the audacity to talk about, gonna come and make sure that you're in compliance. The fuck ever. We're not finna be keep going through this. This is over with. This is a done daughter, baby. This is done. That's why I was trying to tell anybody that kept coming towards me with bullshit, you don't want to be exposed, so just stay away from me. Don't come at me with no kind of fake ass, phony ass love, none of that shit. Because the peace that I'm looking for is this peace that Philippians 4:7 be talking about. It transcends any kind of a bullshit, anything that you own that you think is relevant for the soul, for the sole purpose of being human on this planet. Miss me with that shit. I'm not fighting no man, fighting no female for no man. I'm not doing none of that shit. None of it. Okay? I don't give no fucks. Zero fucks. I'm not going to no hospitals looking after nobody talking about they sick and they on their deathbed, and I'm sick. I got my death day. The hell I look like turning my attentions to somebody. What? The fuck out my face. Take your ass to the hospital and see that person if you so motherfucking concerned. And in that order. How about that? Worry about you and yours. The fuck? Every motherfucking body getting chin checked for the sake of my daughter. For the sake of my daughter. That's how I knew. The Most High knew. The Most High knew. The Most High knew. The Most High knew that I would have been a motherfucking Tasmanian devil had I not had my daughter. The Most High knew. You breaking these generational curses. That's why she 30 years of age and don't have no sexual partners. None of that. On her own design and her own choice. That's right. That's how I know. I got all kind of evidence of the anointing. Huh? The anointing on my life. On my womb. Think you finna try to come and stir up a whole bunch of shit and then get the fuck out of here. I don't do stupid shit. I don't do all that. For what? What is the purpose in it? What is the purpose in it? Like, literally, man, this shit crazy to me, man. It is crazy to me to see how folks still be thinking that they can try you and they gonna get away with it. That shit is crazy as hell. Karma ain't got no certain respect of persons. Shoot. I love being the mirror to reflect right back to motherfuckers what they did. I love being chosen to be that sacrificial lamb, so to speak. So as soon as you cut my neck and my blood spills forward, the karma. I love it. Yeah. Think I'm that timid little girl. You didn't know what was in that little girl. Y'all better go watch that movie Gabriel. Gabrielle or whatever I think they call her. You better go watch that movie. They give it to you in movies and all types of shit. People be just thinking it's entertaining. They be telling you the truth in the movies. And that's how lowly they feel human consciousness is. That you'll just think it was entertaining. Somebody in watching the movie may be like, oh my God, what if that's really real? And somebody else is gonna say, no, that's just fiction. That's fiction. That's why they taught us in school, fiction. They always wanted us to write a fictional story. You notice that? I was over there contemplating real shit. So I didn't do well when that part of class came up, because that's not the way my mind works. Okay? Once upon a time, no. I ain't never told my daughter a bad story talking about no once upon a time. So we didn't do bad stories because all that shit is fictional and the real world is all around me and her. So she didn't get no bedtime stories with no Little Red Riding Hood and all that shit. Nope. I peeped it when I was a little child. And didn't understand, like, why it ain't no books about real shit. What they think because we a certain age, we wouldn't know. That's how I always knew I was different. Shit. Yeah. Look at that. This shit coming to an end. Nine of Cups can also stand for the end of relationships. The end of what no longer serves you. Yeah, it's talking about wish fulfillment, but it's talking about getting clarity on what no longer serves you so that your wishes can be fulfilled. That's what that's saying right there. Don't nobody got time for the bullshit. Every day that you wake up, you should not have to, like, can't breathe, no stopped up, all that type of shit you're going through, and you got people fucking with you. Like, man, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Literally want you to feel some kind of way. Like, you cannot control the way I feel. You can't motherfucking control if I'm gonna be grateful or not. That's the way I look at it. You can't control whether I'm gonna be grateful or not. That's what you can't do. You cannot control whether I am grateful or not. So therefore you can't control how I'm gonna perceive how things is happening. That's another thing you can't do. Good luck with that. With it. Nobody got time for the bullshit. It's always time for you to keep on moving and not stopping and not allowing nothing to really just cause you to feel like you just can't move forward. You just can't, you know what I'm saying? It's your faith. And I keep going for my daughter's sake. It's nothing about this world that makes me feel I want to stay here. I know I'm a spirit. This is the vessel that I came in. So there's nobody. There's nothing that can make me feel otherwise. It can try all it wants to, but it won't succeed. Because nothing else makes sense. That's right. So I stay hyper vigilant. This is going to be my hyper vigilant card. I remain hyper vigilant on their next stack tactics. So that's why her face is looking like, oh, so you're at it again, trying to do things so my wishes won't be fulfilled, huh? Okay. Sure, but you didn't realize I'm cloaked in royalty. You didn't think that I knew exactly who I am. Yeah, that's the inheritance. That's the inheritance that the fucking fraud is against. It's against your spiritual ascension. That's what it's against. It's against your spiritual ascension. That is truly the inheritance. That's Seven of Pentacles, doing the work. Investing in self. Yeah. So you think that you can forever stay green? Meaning, like, you know, you got no rotten places on you, right? Yeah, look at that. Look. King of Swords energy, clarity, truth. Cutting away what no longer serves my higher purpose and my higher wishes. Staying hyper vigilant in it. The Most High said is being balanced out. Do you see that unk? It's being balanced out. What do I have right here on my wall? It's not a cross. It's an unk. The cross is about being crucified. The unk is about walking through. It's not many that's gonna walk through that. Not many people can thread a needle. Okay, I'm gonna just say that. So it's being balanced out. It's being balanced out. Look, there's the eagle, there's the lion. It's being balanced out. And then stepping into my King of Cups energy. So this is the masculine having to stand up to be the protector. But look at the purity. That's showing my heart. Pure. Boom. And so now you are God's oyster. You're God's eternal flame. You understand? And still in my femininity. I think that's why they made this be Prince. That's Prince right there. You see the little boots? This is Prince. Still in my femininity. So the Most High God is balancing it all out, baby. Let me tell you, the hardest part in this whole situation is to make sure your heart, that's why with the Nubus, the heart has to be as light as a feather. Okay? But it is like the Squid Games. Like the Running Man, to see just how you gonna maneuver through the maze of bullshit. So put what you thought of, my love. Bam. Look at that. Didn't I say God's eternal flame? God's eternal flame. Lovers. Gemini. The splitting of the minds. Two brains. Okay? It's all being balanced out, baby. Had to come through Gemini. Bam. Woo, look at that love right there. Look at that love right there. Ace of Wands and Lovers. Woo. Look at that wand right there. You know they always said God is a jealous God. So you cannot be sliding up in the devil's bed and then coming over. You know what I mean? Nah. That's what it look. Yes, you can't come this way and I'm gonna provide all you need. You see that there? You gotta actually study the tarot to understand how you can use it to actually show you what's happening in your real life. And there's the energy within the way that you shuffle. There ain't gotta be a specific customized, what you want to call it, professional shuffler and all that. It still flows. It still connects with you. So if you study this, you know exactly what this is saying. You know exactly what this is saying. I mean, think about it. Here go the divine. This is the Lovers card. Lovers, Gemini, 6, Saturn. Look. The Ace, new beginning, the fire energy. All these rainbow cups right here is literally showing you that the divine is doing this for you. The divine. And whatever people that need to be utilized to get this in order for you is going, bam. They said, turn it over, baby. It's going to happen. It is. This is how I transmute all the bullshit. That's how I transmute it. I'm just telling the truth and asking for spirit to show me the truth in the cards that I'm telling. How I'm telling the truth, show me the truth. Reconfirm. Reaffirm is what I meant to say. Reaffirm the words that are coming out of my mouth. That you cannot steal my joy. You cannot reorder my steps in this lifetime and tell me what I should be grateful for and what I shouldn't be. Talking about some compliance. No, you staged this on my door because now you said, well, we waiting for a notice to say, notice to vacate, all the steps that they've done before. Notice to vacate. They didn't already said that the washing machine was what was causing the water damage in the walls and in the air conditioning. They said the washing machine is what was causing the mold in the air conditioning. Yep, that's what they did. They also said you owe $6,666. See how they use the numbers? The 6. Every one of my apartments have been with a 6. It's like 2 digits. 4 and 2 is a 6. You understand? I've been noticing it. What's up with the 2s and the 4s? That's not a coincidence. Always, what I'm trying to say is always a 4 in there. Always a 4. Now you can go look for anywhere place to move to. How the hell is the zip code or whatever got all these 4s in it? Or it's weird. And when I say weird, I mean like a strange occurrence. Something that is a pattern that is supposed to make you pay attention to it. What?
So you didn't want to go back in?
I'm saying what?
You want the chicken sandwich or you want the...
I don't like that wrap. Let's do the chicken sandwich and the fry.
You want to shake it?
Yeah. Cause my mouth is so damn dry. Oh, for school? It started already?
Yeah.
Okay. Bam. Booyah. Boo woo 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 y'all. Boo y'all. Judgment. So the Ace of Wands is a new beginning for the King of Swords. The Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups, you got that. Don't worry about that. Under this Page of Swords, Judgment. Show me what's coming under Temperance. I guess that's like a way for them to show that they're angry with the cards making that noise. Is that some type of spiritual way of like, I don't know. What is that? Universe, can you please, I'm dialing it in. Can you please put something along the timeline where they'll explain what that is all about? Somebody else to give their take on that. It's like they want to know that they're angry. So that's how they do it. It has to have a certain sound to it. Show me that. Thank you. Just dialing it into the universe. 22222 on the timer. Just dialing it into the universe. Just calling it in. I already know the new home setting, everything. Yeah. It's already in alignment. You had to get out of this, oh, I can't because of this and because of that and because of this and because of that. No. All you had to do was tell the truth. And it's okay because it takes time for people to wake up. It takes time. A lot of people just don't want to do the work because it's like, now that's going to be too hard. And I get it. Ooh, my spinal cord, I swear the way they be feeling. Six of Cups. So I feel like Spirit is saying, I'm balancing out this thing from your past. We're balancing out this thing from the past. Six of Cups could be familiarity with something of a past. Okay? It's like nostalgia. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I done read over this stuff a million times. And when they want me to do it in a more technical kind of way, I go that route. When they want me to just feel it. Look at the visuals of this particular deck. This particular tarot deck. What's coming under the King of Cups, please? Shit is ridiculous, man. And I'm telling y'all, what keeps ringing out is when she said, I know you ain't lying. Because I would have just been sitting back in that moldy ass apartment smelling like mildew, ammonia, all kind of shit. And I'd just be getting free rent. I wasn't worried about my skin turning into rash and hair falling out and gums bleeding and whatever else might be attacking your internal organs. I just sit there and get free rent. That's the shit that keeps ringing in my head. Queen of Swords. There go that fucking Queen of Swords right there. There go that fucking Queen of Swords. Who is this Queen of Swords that you owe something to? Here go that fucking Queen of Swords right there. Here we go. Here we go. Just trying to cut down the love. See? It's always coming under the love. Show me what's coming under Lovers, please. Show me what's coming under Lovers. King of Pentacles. Okay. So this Queen of Swords energy here, and I feel like overall that's talking about trying to cut down being healed at the masculine level of my psyche, is what's blocking my money. That's what I feel. So think about it. King of Swords, Queen of Swords. Now, yes, you can take this all other kind of ways. This is the way I'm told to take it today. Wow. It's literally like a force field push these cards out of my hand. Queen of Cups. Seven of Cups came out in the reverse. Over this Queen of Cups. Over this Queen of Swords. Okay, let me read this Seven of Cups. Let me read this Seven of Cups in the reverse energy. Oh, my throat. Let me read this Queen of Cups. Seven of Cups in this reverse energy. Seven of Cups in the reverse energy says, a reverse Seven of Cups suggests choice paralysis. Absolutely. Choice paralysis. There are so many options that you are unsure which one to choose. This can be especially widespread in the age of the internet and the infinite scrolling. Be calm and search your intuition to find the right choice that benefits you. So the Most High God is saying, you stepping into your Queen of Cups, King of Pentacles energy. Okay? Come on. Come on now. This love is going to pour out to such a degree of the finances here. Let's get the Kipper. Shanae, you need to stamp this paper when you got it. You remember what Dr. Candace Matthews said to do? You've been tripping. You just slipping and tripping. I need to finish my Kippers. Ooh, that just threw my back out and made me nauseous. That just threw me for a loop. Like, ooh, that spinal cord thing. Okay. You can't bathe enough up in this apartment to feel clean. You can't bathe enough. All right, let's get some more clarity here. I love these intuitive Kipperish deck. I got a new deck coming too. And I definitely want to get back into my Baleen oracles as well. Definitely want to get back into those. Those are very, 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 very enlightening about your path. Okay? Both in the sense of what's going on in the flesh and what's going on in the spirit. Okay? All right, let's do some clarity, Spirit, please, and thank you. Giving honor to the Most High. They wanted to jump up. That was jumping. Priestess. Okay? High priest energy is something you need to pay attention to, is what it's saying right there. Okay, now that jumped out, flipped over, went under the edge of the Ten of Cups, the Judgment, and the Six of Cups, and it's in this here way. So, the veil. Absolutely. Just like it said. There was a reason that I left this card out. About you're not seeing the bigger picture. It's time to explore the dark corners of your psyche. Stop running from fate. Time's up. Use your heart this time. Absolutely, with the Queen of Cups. So this is what this is indicating. That this right here. They keep wanting me to keep this card out. This is how they do it. They when they don't want me to put something up, I ignore it, but I see it there, and then I'm like, oh wait. I don't see it there. It's like I'm ignoring it, but then I'm like, oh, I didn't put this up, but it's for a reason. So the Queen of Cups energy. The Queen of Cups energy having many options. Okay? Having many options and walking into many options because stepping into this King of Pentacles energy. Okay? Now understand, this is the part where I will say is how tarot, you shouldn't always apply it to a certain gender. Because everything about me is showing up as a masculine. King of Swords. And how I know it's talking about me, because my cards of destiny, I'm an Eight of Diamonds birth card, and I'm a King of Swords planetary ruling. That's how I know it's talking about me. And it's saying, leaving from out of here, always have to be chin-checking motherfuckers and shit, and standing up for the purity and the Most High. Love. Okay? And that you are that, just as you said, showing up as King of Cups. And you see how they use Prince? with the little heels on. And he definitely had, he's a Gemini, and the Gemini, the lover's card, he definitely knew how to play in his feminine and his masculine psyche. Uh-huh. So with that being said, Spirit saying, I'm giving you a new beginning. You cutting away what no longer serves you. You staying hyper vigilant in that judgment thereof. And that's why you came back on your channel talking about being a phoenix. Rising. Death after death after death after death after death that they have cast upon you in the physical, your soul continues to transcend and ascend. Okay? And so with that being said, this is some past life karmic shit that's going on, playing itself out in this life. That Queen of Swords that you owe something to is yourself. Is yourself. That's what it's telling me. Because it started off with me showing up as the king, and now I turn it to the feminine aspect of my psyche. This the masculine, this the feminine. Okay? The divine feminine. Setting boundaries. What no longer serves my higher purpose has to go. What no longer serves my highest love has to go. Okay? 9 of Cups also means cutting away of relationships. Yes, it does. So with that being said, boom. My internal flame for the Most High. You see, it's not the devil card, which is the world. It's the Most High. And you notice that's a woman, the divine feminine. Okay? Yes, indeed. So the Ace of Wands is showing that you are having this new beginning. This is the fiery energy of the Most High, purifying. And your home is going to be restored. Judgment is going to be casted on those that were setting traps, as also as this Page of Swords, as well as anything of the past life that's balanced out. You owe no karmic debts. Okay? So you don't have to be in the Queen of Swords no more. You are now stepping into the Queen of Cups. And due to this King of Pentacles energy coming into your life, you got a lot of options. That's what they're showing me right there. Okay? And then, as a high priestess, you're being called to work with the veil. You've been called to work with this veil. Do you see how she looks? This is her dark side. This is her light side. This is her youth. This is her elder. So being called to be a high priestess in my elder years. So it was always walking in my childhood up to this point with a veil. So that's like the bride, literally like the bride of Chucky. Every time I look at this, I think about the bride of Chucky, right? But she actually was a good little witch. She actually was a good little witch. Chucky ass was bad. Chucky ass was bad. And she got mad, and you know, and she started acting bad. Okay? Chucky pissed her off. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then turn off in the reverse. So I feel like Spirit is saying, stop being concerned about what's fixing to happen. Don't let this bother you, but I'm tired of the cycle. That's what I'm saying. I'm tired of the patterns, the cycle. So let's get on with it. So Spirit is saying, stop worried about your new beginning. You don't have to worry about your new beginning, because what we are telling you is the truth. That's what the Spirit team is saying. Show me what's coming up under this 9 of Cups. Mm-hmm. Yep. Didn't I tell y'all it was an end to giving energy to what no longer serves my higher purpose? See? It's like going through some type of never-ending judgment and being cast down for loving people, for loving them and helping them and healing them. That's what this is. Coming out in the reverse, jumping on top of the 10 of Cups and the judgment of the Phoenix. You see what I'm saying? Like, what you talking about? I'm supposed to die and rise again. Die and rise again. What do you mean? You couldn't overpower me. You can't take my light. You cannot take my anointing. So that's why this came just like that in the reverse. So it would be like this Queen of Cups jumping out in the reverse. We want to take your destiny. If your soul was a liken to the Phoenix, if you go read the story of the Phoenix, it was supposed to be looked at as like a demon. That no matter how many times it died, it came back. It was resurrected. Okay, I just looked at the story briefly. But I know that when I'm guided to connect to a certain energy, an animal energy, all of that is all by design. It's not coincidental. And literally, by this jumping out in the reverse, what they wanted to do was steal your new beginning with this 10 of cups. If you go research the 10 of cups, it's literally talking about the Most High God promised you this. This is an alignment for you. It's fated. And they tried to steal it from you. Because if they could turn your heart, what would be the opposite of a loving person? An evil person. So she wouldn't have on green. She would do what? She would be in black. So they didn't like it that you were a good witch. This time around. Because I was a badass in another one. Okay? A woman in total control of herself. Yeah. Let us control what you have to offer. Work for us. Be down with us. And they read it through your energy signature. Yeah. And you're no longer a part of that timeline. Gotta go. Done with it. Like I say, talking about when you the chosen one. If you ain't never went through nothing, what you talking about? Everybody is chosen to have a decent life and to have choices and all of that. Everybody in their soul consciousness comes in wanting to have certain amenities and things set in place, and for them not to have to work hard at it and all of that, and just to be fruitful and married. That's what the Bible even says, that Adam and Eve didn't have to worry about shit. So everybody's afforded that. And I'm talking about inside of their consciousness of survival. So that'll make you chosen. Literally be crucified for Christ. Then you're chosen. For Christ's consciousness' sake. That's why I'm not going to put up no cross. Because I'm not crucified. I'm not walking day in, day out, thinking about being crucified, persecuted. When I see the cross, I think about my ancestors. And maybe it was me in a lifetime tied to that cross and being whipped. That's why I will not wear no cross on my neck. The Ankh is talking about a whole bunch. Go read into it. What's coming under this 6 of Cups? Thief. See? A thief from your past came in to get your ass this time around. A thief. See? From childhood. Poured it in. Poured it in with you. Oh my God. Hold on, y'all. See, now they sending spirits over here. It's a fucking roach in my bed. Hold on. The fuck? Yes, girl. Yes, girl. Yes, come look at him. Come look. I ain't gotta make this shit up. And he was crawling right on my leg. Was crawling right on my fucking leg. You see my point? Crawling on my leg? Let me get some alcohol to rub on my legs. Yeah, make sure you take a picture of that shit. And then they talking about an inspection to make sure you're not doing shit to make critters come on out. Let me put something on my leg. That's why I keep alcohol by my bed. See what I'm saying? When I just said I'm not no filthy ass woman. And y'all don't be thinking this shit be spiritual. I ain't never been in this nasty ass apartment all this time and never had no. You have to understand where the roach was crawling at. The roach was crawling. I got my legs crossed, and the roach is like under my clothing. What the fuck? See, anything to make you freak the fuck out. Y'all don't think that that's magic. Y'all don't think that shit can happen. Y'all don't fucking think that shit can. And the bitch is still moving his antennas. Look. The bitch is still alive. Look. This is what I think about you motherfuckers. And let me do it again. And let me do it again. Huh? That's what I think about you. The fuck is going on? You wash my hands. Didn't I tell you to stamp this damn paper? Now, how did he jump? How you think he jumped on me?
Exactly.
This shit crazy. Guess they thought that I was going to jump high with all that shit. Oh, wow. Shit crazy. That shit crazy. Show you what I think about you. Squash your motherfucking ass. Show you what I think about you. The only thing that makes sense is he probably was crawling on the goddamn ceiling. And I didn't see that motherfucker. That's the only damn thing makes sense. Cause you know I'm always paying attention. Because I'm up here reading. I didn't see him. See the thief. I say the thief and the roach crawl on my leg. You see the symbolism in that? Shit. Woo, praise be to the Most High God. Praise be. So when a motherfucker be thinking I'm over here worried about his so salty chicken noodle ass dick. No, I want to be in a clean environment. When I say I want to be living somewhere neat, decent, in order. Clean environment. No roaches. No vermin. Huh? You gonna put on a fucking notice and you're not doing things. Like, get the fuck out of here. They hire your own black people to further their fucking agendas. So that's why you'll never hear me talk about, and see, it's the white man that has his foot on our throats. No, you hire our own fucking people to do it. That was the biggest curse that they ever could have. That was the biggest goddamn conference that they could have ever had. How about, but we can't always keep them in, slaves and whoop them and beat them and do all that. We can't just keep them like that now. Why don't we hire them to kill themselves? Somebody was like, oh my gosh, Steve, you're fucking a genius. Man, I fucking love you, bro. That's fucking genius. Absolutely. When we own every fucking thing, it's getting fucking boring. That's like on that movie, The Running Man. How come they made The Running Man have a black woman for his wife? You know why they did that? Because they didn't want it to make it look like it's what they doing to us. And then they always want to cast in the storyline of black men with a pure heart helping a white man. Did you see it? The black man with his little brother, pure heart, helping the white man. You see how they do that shit? They still got to show that we don't have no wicked ass heart. But that is the thing that I'm telling you. When they hire our own people to sit in these offices and wherever the fuck they at, and to think they high and mighty, at the end of the day, at the end of your day, you still a nigga on the plantation. I don't give a damn what your salary is. At the end of the day, you still a nigga on the plantation. You just living in the house with master, washing master clothes, watching master kids, and all of that. And I told your ass you can't leave and go no goddamn well, because you better be down with this malicious compliance. Huh. Don't you ever act like you against the malicious compliance. The fuck out of here. Thought I was going to go crazy and I would squash his motherfucking ass. Guess they did that to see how I'm going to dance around on the camera like, oh my God. No, I'm just making sure don't nobody see my cookies. That's all I'm concerned with. Don't nobody see my cookies. Shit, it's men watching me. They know what I'm talking about with some good cookies. They know what I'm talking about. That's all I cared about, because I might have flared and shit like, damn. Ooh, my cookie was out on the live stream. Like, damn. Because, I be pantyless. Shit. What? That's all I was worried about. Huh. I stay looking at my ceilings. I stay looking at the ceilings and stuff because I kind of like, well, they not harmful, but ladybugs was coming in. And they would just be landed on stuff and then they'll jump down. And one time it was in my lemonade. I was like, oh my gosh, what are you doing in my lemonade? And unfortunately, he died. He's not supposed to be eliminated, you know. So I stayed looking at the corners, everything. Any black person know it, or any person themselves. You don't gotta be black. They live somewhere where you did not like it, with roaches, rats. You feel me? We don't play like that. So when we come from that and we level up, we don't play like that. We want to be able to cook our meals, have it be able to sit there and cool down, and then got to cover everything up, 2 and 3 and 4 pieces of foil, and put a lid on it and all that shit. Cause man, you know them damn roaches. No, we don't play like that. So don't put no fucking notice on my door talking about you finna come and check to make sure that you're not living where you are being the cause of said roach infestation. The fuck out of here. And then they'll tell you, okay, well, this how we gonna fix that. We gonna tell you take all your pots and stuff out of the cabinets, and we gonna take some roach crack, and we gonna shoot that roach crack cocaine up inside of the thing. They're gonna be getting high and going motherfucking manipated crazy. No, I have health conditions. You're not shooting the roach crack up in here. My daughter just went and bought some comebacks. See what I'm saying? And every time there's somebody that don't live next door, the roaches gonna come to your house full force because they like, damn, shit ain't nothing over here. We can't get nothing. Ain't nothing over here. We coming to your house. You always be cooking, be smelling good in there. These roaches are so goddamn out of control. You be trying to cook some steak, onions, something like that. They smell that shit. They get on top of that damn. Y'all seen that damn microwave that's above the stove? They be hanging right there. They will bungee jump in your fucking gravy, man. They be so motherfucking like that shit smell too fucking good. It smells too good. I'm ready to lose my life to get in that damn gravy. So to come acting like you gonna do stuff to cause roaches to be in your food, them motherfuckers will be in your refrigerator. They be in the freezer eating popsicles. Them motherfuckers sitting in. They be sitting in the motherfucking in the front room watching cable and shit. You be wondering how the hell you don't even got no cable. They didn't rig the shit up. Got a whole little crew up in there telling you give them another beer when you go in the refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? Don't go in the bathroom. They all on the toilet and shit. Like, damn, man, my stomach hurt. I ate all that shit you left out on the counter and shit. I know you threw it away. I got in the trash can. It was just too damn good. I got in your trash can and I kept on eating it. Man, you got some Pepto-Bismol. Like, I make myself laugh. I'm saying this shit. I'm not laughing right now, but I say joke shit. But I don't play like that, man. If I don't want a man in my bed trying to slide up on my cookies, I don't want a fucking roach in my bed. You understand? It ain't no man in my bed trying to like, damn, baby, shit, what's up? You feel me? Ain't happening. So if I'm looking at my ceiling, look at my goddamn ceiling, y'all. My ceiling got a damn, what you call that damn thing? That damn thing there, ceiling fan. I'm always looking up there all the time. Why? Because bugs be in the here. A bug love to be right there. So I'm like manic panic. So every day I be laying in bed about to go to sleep and I'll be looking, 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 looking. I just went in the living room the other day and there was a bug on the damn ceiling. I hope it wasn't a ladybug, but I just got that broom and swooped that hoe down right quick. You cannot be above my damn head. So how is the roach gonna be in my bed and crawl up on my thigh? Y'all didn't know it, but like I said, my leg was like this. The roach said, and that's when I was like, what the fuck? That's what happened. That's what happened. That's what I meant when I said if ain't no man in my bed trying to like see the cookies. And it happened right when I said, because I'm not no filthy ass woman. So that's the shit I be talking about. That's why I expose everything. I'm too raw with it. Certain women be sitting up there talking about they being gang stalked, they're being hurt, harmed, and injured, but yet they popping their ass, they twerking on the camera, doing all that. Bitch, I ain't did no damn twerk. Won't know kind of stalking you got going on. You feel me? I see it. It's a one particular female. I've been keeping up with this bitch and how her shenanigans lying. Talking about being stalked and all that shit. Now you gotta take accountability for how you play the part in your own demise. If you get on top of that man, if you get on top of this one right here, and you swerve, and you curve, and you tweak, and you do all that, twerk and this and that, and he like, you mine, you know what the fuck you did. You know what the fuck you did. Own up to that shit. Repent, whatever you need to do to fix it spiritually. You can't do that. See, I've been celibate. How long? Since 2022, baby. You can't talk about you selling it. Yeah, you sell a bit here and there, but you ain't celibate, bitch. Stop. Oh, damn icy. And now we gonna get some more limp ass fries. I'll talk about limp noodle, and we gonna get some uncrisp ass fries. Ain't nothing all day. I've been just aggravated. Guys, first last day, I think it's that one about the steam, last 10 years, every credit. Yeah. No, just give me some of that cherry 7 up because this flat ass shit. Is a can? Yeah. Bring that with straw. I don't have no appetite. I have to make myself eat. I'm just too upset with this bullshit. I mean, just want to wake up, read, journal. You know what I'm saying? Deal with this silly shit. Can I get my lid while you coming around the corner when you come? All right, well just switch it out then. Bring me some ice. Cause it's fat. It's flat. These little chicken burgers be kind of good at Burger King. We made some lo mein, but they gotta last us, so we always try to I need some mustard. Why don't they ever give us some damn mustard packets? And they said these sesame seeds can make your drug test look dirty. This girl got me with a. If you don't take that over there to your house with you, bring me one that's cold. Okay. That's what I told you. Just use your mouth. That's all you gotta do is talk. And maybe pour this in there. Maybe the egg right for you. Yeah, like the cherry. Yeah, you ain't never did that. That's cherry, ain't it? Cherry Dr. Pepper exists.
I know it exists.
I'm saying that shit is froze. How you gonna drink? You better not get choked on these fries. Hurry up, bring me some. Damn fries are dry. Was my mouth dry, but it's making it drier. Mustard for my mustard my. Yeah, you Ashley. You acting real special education. You know I have to put some mustard on here. I need mustard in my name. It do, but I need mustard. Is that cold?
Yes.
I'm gonna start now, won't be none there, so I'm telling you. I'm already been checking people all day. I want to check you. You know, everybody can get it.
You need hacky too?
It's something like that. Let me eat this little chicken sandwich, get back to my read. As I'm telling you, I ain't got time for this shit. I'm so tired of this shit. I'm gonna text me talk about new apartment. Well, text as much as you can now, baby, because they finna cut this phone off, so you won't be having no way to text no more. A Tribe Called Judah said, "I'm wild." Girl, you lying. For real? Ashley, Tribe Called Judah. I'm about to say a Tribe Called Heck. A tribe called Judah over here. She say, girl, she live in New York, and it's natural out there for them to have a roach problem. She said, even when you clean a lot in New York. Y'all, I don't be ignoring y'all. I be going. Y'all hear all the shit I be going through. I don't be ignoring y'all. I hate it if I catch y'all messages and y'all jumped out. And then she said it was one on her damn ceiling. That shit is crazy. I guess somebody thought I was gonna. It remind me of what's her name? What's his name? Janetta. And we don't have roaches. If it's a roach, it's a roach shit. But I bet you I wouldn't have been acting like I didn't see it. Shit, if I was cooking on motherfucking line, I'm about to go crazy. I don't play that. My ass was out and everything the other night. Last night when we was making that we was making that lo mein. Goddamn roach. We paid way too much money for these shrimp for you to be trying to fall up in our damn lo mein. What you end up getting? You love the little nasty taco. Excuse me. I mean, he was really trying to get in my cookie, girl. But I was quasi bitch ass. And I squished his ass about 4 times. 411 from getting on my leg. Trying to get where my cookies at. I mean, I'm just over here talking leg like this, and I feel. You know, I think your brain not automatically be like, nah, that ain't happening. And then they go into a little defensive spot, and you're like, what the hell? And you're doing like this. And it's like he fell over on his back, like, damn. Why you think he was still sitting there? He just started running. I flicked his ass over on his back, and he laying there like, damn. She just flipped me over on my back. It probably was quasi ass. Sending monster spirits on my vagina. And look what she said. It don't matter how much you clean if it's your environment itself. Absolutely. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. We know that to be true. That bullshit. Just trying to start shit. That's what it's always about. Knowing damn well you work from home. So you feel like you just, okay, well, let's go over there and bother them right now. This is what they do. Yeah. Okay. We're going to see. Because everything wrong with this apartment, I can do it in a physical video. Here you go. Been going on like that. Backtracked to when the last inspection that was done. And didn't one get done since they been in office? Thank you. I think it was that said that Alan was supposed to come over there and do one. Alan? Yeah. Who said that? Didn't he also say that something about when Alan came and running, or I seen on the camera that he was over here, and I was like, nah, he was not supposed to come in here and do none of that like that had anything to do for something of what we would request. Because when I called her about what you told me, She's like, oh, I'm not sure. And then she gonna talk about she finna call him. She finna call him. And then it never told me a damn thing.
Right.
She was like, well, she said, well, he didn't answer, but we leaving early to go vote. Mm-hmm. This is tasting very generic today. Normally, a little chicken patty has like a little seasoning to it.
Right.
Oh, you eating it too?
Yeah, yeah. It tastes like that regular long.
Mm-hmm.
It don't even taste like.
Put some mustard on it. That's why I put some mustard on there. Shit. Yeah, I feel like I addressed everything on this particular live. Mm-hmm. What? I'm telling you, put that little Dr. Pepper in there. Excuse me. It's gonna taste like cherry Dr. Pepper. Give you something to actually drink on, because how you gonna, basically they just gave you ice.
No, I'm saying the onion gives it a little flavor.
Not to me. It tastes generic, just like that regular chicken sandwich do. You know, the one like this you turned me on to had like a little spice, like a little seasoning on it. But it tastes generic as hell. These fries ain't got no seasoning.
Right?
And the only thing I'm actually tasting is the mustard.
I agree.
So I addressed that shit. So since they cutting the phone off, good.
Period.
Hope your funky ass is in here listening when I was talking about him.
Another thing too was that when I looked back at the email, it literally said T-Mobile through Assurance Wireless. Assurance Wireless. So
Yeah, that's probably the reason why they doing that shit to you
yeah,
too. Exactly.
they can call them if you want to do that shit. They still have to give them doing all that.
Cause I think they all on the scrutiny.
Oh, Verizon doing some shit too. Just thought about it. The girl at the job
Uh-huh.
said that everybody on the Verizon, their phone is just showing it's on SOS.
Yes, I'm telling you, the spiritual is gonna make sure the physical get in alignment.
Real.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So whatever they be planning for us, it still can't be. Is it holding enough for you? Okay. Excuse me. Excuse me. Whatever they be planning for us, it still cannot manifest without the Most High allowing it to happen. You feel me? I'm talking about from. Give me a little bit of that squirt. I'm telling you, I can't taste shit.
Right.
I barely tasted my name. Damn. I don't know what kind of mayonnaise they use. What is going on with this mustard? What the hell? Please tell me you're going to use it some more. What the hell? I'm sitting up there trying to get it to squirt like it normally do, and it's come out. I want to come out like this. Like soft serve around this bitch. Like, what are you doing? You're causing a mess. You let me get mustard on shit. Mustard stains. Shit. See, that's why I put this down for my cards. I'm telling you, having a dry ass throat, that damn limp ass lettuce can be dangerous. So I'll be taking out any limp pieces. Any of them pieces gotta go. That shit crazy. So I feel like yeah, it's a thing from my past. But anyway, like I was saying, I addressed that shit real quick and fast in a hurry. Like, yeah, that's why you sitting on your ass. On your daughter to take care of you. And that it's a jealousy. Because you dying alone.
It really just,
Wow.
and that's sad. Even
You got fries? No. I got you the hammer.
um,
And I can hear somebody like, that's because she eating in her bed, dog. It ain't that now.
damn,
Ain't got a goddamn thing to do with it.
she wasn't even eating nothing. I was just throwing up like,
Okay? The food came after the fact.
exactly.
And shit, this is my dining room. This is my living room. No furniture in that shit. Well, I'm supposed to sit down and do my work and write and eat. Dining room table, shit. My house would be neat, decent, and in order if I had the type of house that I want to fix up. You be complaining about it all the time. How you work in your room, sleep in your room. Excuse me, but at least you come over here with me and make you feel like you're going somewhere.
Right?
And make you feel like you're going somewhere. But you be wanting to be in the living room and we be looking at furniture and stuff. It's like we can't put that up in here. Especially not the ones we've been seeing on Temu. Them little nice little sofas like that. Exactly. Because look, you literally onto the floor.
Exactly.
Your frame broke and now you're literally on the floor. On your box frames. So, that's the setup. To antagonize and start shit. You already know what's going on.
Here.
And that's why I told you I feel like when they came through and they put things on the door, you don't got no proof that, oh no, we put it on everybody's door.
What? Exactly.
We don't got no proof of that shit. That would mean that we constantly stalking our front door camera. That ain't what we doing. It doesn't matter if you put it on. It still can be you putting it on certain people's door. And I 100% believe that that's what they do. Because every time they have an issue with us, all of a sudden we get an inspection notice. That's a tactic. And we didn't make an issue. We didn't make the issue. IRS says that the head of the household. Let me fucking read that for the record. We'll get back to the read. Okay, the clarification. I think I had that open. Let me see. I don't think I closed it down on purpose. Yeah, here you go. Then this is under AI. Legally, the head of household or the HOH status is primarily a U.S. federal income tax designation for unmarried individuals who pay more than half the cost of maintaining a home. My daughter is not married, and she pays all the costs. So when I change it to put her as head of household, this is not something new that I was doing, because when they gave us the Section 8 voucher to move out of this unit due to the mold and all of that based on what they paid a third-party company to talk about mold, I mean, to see if there's really mold. They know it. They already knew. Instead, yes, it's uninhabitable. You got to move. I didn't ask for no Section 8 voucher. That's the whole point of going back to listen to the beginning of the live. And I'm talking about my childhood, the generational curse of this bullshit. Poverty, Section 8, welfare, SSI, all this shit. That's why I started talking about that. They decided to give her an emergency move. This is how we'll do it. I have been asking. When I took the Section 8 voucher that I was given in November 2023, I said, I took the Section 8 voucher to said apartment complex. I was told by your housing authority that they inspected it and it was ready to be moved in. When I started raising complaints that I did not tell that particular representative at the apartment complex I wanted the unit, that y'all allegedly just listening to them like who, like the person who's moving in, you don't need to talk to. This is the shit. And when I'm asking questions, crickets. So from November 2023 to right now today, me and my daughter are not supposed to be living here. Somebody is living under the Section 8 voucher that I was given.
Period.
It's deeper than that. I mean, I'm telling you, all I want to do is get into alignment to wait to my next timeline, my new timeline. I'm not going to say no details. I'm not going to say get a job. Whoop, whoop. That's the reason I was talking about everything I was talking about in the beginning. However the Most High designs it, this is over. This is done. Huh? So I don't know why the ex-husband wanted to tell me I got my new apartment. You living over there in worse filth than what we going through because you a nasty bitch. You don't clean up. You don't do shit. You was a lazy, nasty bitch. Your new apartment. Yeah, they hire your own family members to be stalking you. Keeping tabs on you. That's the best way to, what they call that shit, the intel. That's the best way for them to get close to you is have somebody close to you. So when that phone get cut off, when that phone number he texting get cut the fuck off, now you'll be texting the air, the Prince of Air. That's who you'll be texting. Let's see if he give me the email, an email that's just start going some kind of magical way. Let's see if you can give me the messages through the airwaves. Because anything that you set up, anybody that comes on my YouTube channel talking to me in my comments that seems suspect is immediately getting blocked. I don't give a damn if you ain't suspect. I felt like you felt, you seen, I don't care. I don't need to try to think about it too hard. Block. That's how I do it. So whoever the hell Blackity Black was, a black shitty black bitch baddie shit motherfucker, whoever you was, you got blocked. So I ain't seen your comment no more, so it must have worked this time. Because I think YouTube be letting people get unblocked. Yeah. So you blocked. For the record. For the record. So that's what it says. You hear me, Ashley? It says unmarried individuals who pay more than half the cost of maintaining a home for themselves,
Right.
and a qualifying person like a child or dependent.
Right.
I said to them on my daughter's taxes for years now, she has been filing me as she is, and I did that on purpose for other strategic reasons that I don't need to disclose right here. And that's what it is. Well, Miss Fontanelle, that's different. No, it ain't different. Every time y'all try to refute what I'm saying, why is it that you can't come back with textual facts? What's in the text? What's in the text? So when you play the game against the game, you got to use their own laws and own policies and everything against them. Especially when they hire our own black people to be the ones to keep on initiating the bullshit. They be the most unqualified to be a spokesperson for the powers that want to be. That's who they hire. They're not coming in white face. They coming in black face. So that's what this all started over. And when I asked her, I said, when was the last time we've been recertified? She gonna not even do her research and just off the top of her down 2024. You know what that's telling me? Thank you for saying that on the record. That's saying that y'all didn't finesse some paperwork that we didn't even fill out. Y'all finessed, housing authority finessed some paperwork that me and my daughter, which is a legal adult, she is the head of a household, she's the breadwinner, she's the taxpayer. Huh? And you finessed some paperwork without us. That's what you did. You finessed some paperwork without us. On the record, every time somebody from that office call me, you're going to be recorded. I don't give a fuck who you are. If the world of social media is where YouTube will pay somebody to pull people's content from TikTok and wherever the fuck else, put it together and react to it, that ain't they goddamn intellectual property or whatnot, videos and whatnot. That's other people's shit. So that's why they come with the code, the U.S. code, excuse me, copyright, whatever that shit is. They say real quick. Well, this is my own life, so I will not get on my videos and talk about the section code or such, the copyright my ass. Like I said, and since you got shit in here to listen to me and watch me and everything like that, and when that get exposed on you motherfuckers, huh? Yeah. How you gonna sit up and try to refute what the IRS said? The Internal Revenue Service says a head of a household is somebody who pay all the goddamn bills, and we can verify that because she been filing taxes. And oh, you trying to wipe away Elizabeth Fontenot's identity? Oh, well, our birth certificates through the Bureau of Vital Statistics says Elizabeth Fontenot was Patricia Richard and Reginald Racing and then hold on, then Elizabeth had Ashley and she was born to Roderick Davis, and that's the reason why I made sure for the record. Without me even knowing all this shit was gonna go on in my life, I always kept good records. So now we in the world of social media. If a woman can show that she at the hospital, Peach McIntyre always records, I'm pregnant again, I'm at the hospital, blah, 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 blah. And there's nothing said, okay, Peaches, I know you a big time social media, you cannot record in here. You see these signs? See these signs? See these signs? How come it's okay in Florida, but in Texas you cannot record nobody trying to kill your ass with a motherfucking injection? But yet I see wherever they were, woman was not being treated correctly, she's in active labor, and somebody recorded it. So when I'm recording motherfuckers lying on me, you cannot do that because of the state law. Fuck the state law of the whatever the fuck you talking about.
The fact is not no actual law against it. What it did say is that a person that is being recorded has the right to say, I don't want to be recorded. But if you are the person that's recording, you can still have the motherfucking right to
Thank you.
They ass. That's what it says. That's what it says.
It's saying like this. If you at the store, and you're like, yeah, guys, so these apples are looking real good. And then the way you do the editing, you blurb out Sally Susie in the back. That's out of respect.
That part.
And now you can understand that. Because if that was you over there looking crazy, like, what they got me in that video for? You understand it.
Right.
But if this is my own life.
Period. Your own documentational purposes.
No, not even that. You come to my house, you on a blink camera. What are you talking about? YouTube took the video down. She wasn't even in the video at all. I'm on live, just like I'm on live now, and I'm talking to them in the front room. Talking about coming to spec for the mold. And YouTube take the video down. That's how when I say the gang stalking, cyber stalking, they watching you through the YouTube. They watching you. They have to. They don't want you to not record what's going on. But yet when it's feasible for them to, okay, you know what? And you know what? When I call a business, and this will be a recorded line. Okay, yes, this will be a recorded line.
Thank you.
I just repeated. Because you already recorded me, I'm recording you.
Exactly.
That's how you know when they doing wrong. When they up to no fucking good. Shit, what? And then, oh, that's nothing to do with that. It's not the same thing. No, it's all the same. Yeah, dude. Because the I, the R, and the S said it. And so just like I told her, when you get your check, is there any taxes taken out? So if you go try to buy a house, they're not going to consider your net pay. Huh? You can't pay no bills on no gross pay. For anybody to not use good God sense and say, hell yeah, I know how they be doing that shit. But you being handled. You a puppet. So you gotta refute every truth that I say. Cause you a puppet. Like I said, I just flip it right back on you. Okay, so you work, you got to check, right? You got to pay for yourself. The same motherfucking thing we going through. You try to think you high and mighty because you get up out the office, get in the car. Okay, babe, what we gonna eat today? And leave. But you not subject. You not a nigga no more. I'm not a nigga no more because I did what they told me to do to you. I'm not a nigga. You a nigga. I'm in the house with master. You out there in the shack. This is shit that's going on. It's a hijacking. It's a hijacking. Like I'm telling you, the best thing they could have ever did was come to a day that they said, like, let's talk about it. We gotta do something different. And Steve said, how about we hire them to hurt, harm, and injure their own? Why are we fucking doing it? Why are we doing the work? We wearing motherfucking sheets on our head with our eyes cut out. We don't gotta do that. We can sit behind the desk and shit. We'll hire Diddy. Diddy gonna do it all. And then we'll hire Pookie in the hood. We'll have them on all different levels. Like, it don't matter. Nobody was giving a fuck about the ancestors crying out. Nobody was giving a fuck about that. Big Mama is only thought about in the moment that she was alive. All she did for you, wipe your ass, do everything for you, take care of you. She passed on, you cry about it, you forget about all of that. They come over and tap you, and hey, I heard you was going through some things. You know, I can offer you a job. You got to surveil your own people. Then they go make a movie about it, and they call it Judas. What is it, Judas and the Messiah? They show you what they do. And at this point, I honestly don't believe that this has anything to do with white versus black. This has to do with bloodlines. Straight up. And I'm talking about ancient. Come on in to modern day right here today, present day. So if it was a reptile against a reptile, it was the Tyrannosaurus Rex against the Brontosaurus. Like, you got to get all the way out of anything about this strictly white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black. Once you stay stuck in that, it continues to perpetuate. Yes, it does. But I'm going to always speak on how they hire us to do the harm to us. They hire, you're paid. They pay you to do it. Come on now. So you want to pay me to stalk my own people. You want to pay me to write them up, do all this, set them up and everything. Isn't Diddy in jail? Isn't R. Kelly in jail? Well-renowned, famous, money, all of that. Didn't have to live with roaches no more. I don't got to live with rats no more. Damn, man, I'm shit. My goddamn bed is made out of diamonds, dog. Like, that's how stupid rich I am. You in jail. Ain't no black man was going to write himself right in his prophecy. He goes to jail. Never. Because all that's going to do is slap his ass right back to being enslaved. But it's going to continue to perpetuate. Continue. Most High is telling me that's coming to an end, baby. Most High is telling me that's coming to an end, baby. Key requirements for filing the head of household tax status. To qualify as head of household for the tax purposes, you must meet these IRS criteria. You got to be unmarried. You must be unmarried. Okay? Or legally separated and lived apart from your spouse for the last 6 months of this current year. Number 2, you got to pay more than half the cost. Okay? Over 50% of the expenses to keep up the house. That means you paid the rent, the mortgage, the utilities. You got to show that you paid half of that. And you got to have a qualifying person. So you usually need to be taking care of a child or a dependent relative. Now, I done already broke it the fuck down. I broke it the fuck down. And it's purpose that I didn't close it out on this tab. So they had been fraudulent from the get-go. For the whole time. But it was like I was a perfect target because we didn't block her from the jobs. So damn, she gotta stay here. Where she gonna go? What she gonna do? And this raggedy foot motherfucker on this side of the fence. I got my new apartment. How y'all doing? Merry Christmas. Did you cook for Thanksgiving? Hope you had a beautiful Christmas. Happy New Year.
Tell Ashley happy birthday.
Can I bring money?
Dollars. Can I bring out $300?
Oh, I can't wait till that phone say dear now. Or hopefully they give him an indication. Sorry, this cannot go through. Phone is shut the fuck off.
Okay, like you said the last time, yeah, I had called y'all. It was suspicious later here answer the phone.
Because you didn't call us. Let's see. See, that was just like I didn't even eat nothing. That's what I'm saying. That's like you want Burger King? I'm like, I don't. I mean,
you know it'd be the
look, look at this. See, this card is technically him. Jealous and envy.
Oh, yeah.
This card is technically him. Look just like him. The other card is the one with the crying emotional. That's Quasi.
Oh yeah.
Look at him. Can't make it up. Mad. I can't make up nothing I'm talking about, man. I'm so grateful to have the cards here to further reaffirm what I'm saying. Like, why are you mad? Because the Most High said it's time for you to take care of you, Elizabeth. I got things for you to do. I got the right person for you to meet, things for you to do, and all of that. I've been telling this man I want to have my own business. I want to go live out like in the country. Like I don't want to be in the city and shit. I've been saying about my dreams and aspirations. Okay? What the hell is you jealous and envious that the Most High said it's time?
Remember what you said he said back then?
That I'm in my North Node.
What you gonna get your nursing degree and
Yeah. Yeah, you gonna get your nursing degree and you just gonna leave me. That was already admitting he ain't shit.
Yes. And want to try to keep you down.
To not be shit too.
To not motherfucking thrive in your own what your own pursuit is. Because he didn't do shit, so he want to try to keep you down.
It's the worst. It's the worst. It's one thing.
That is not no goddamn till death do us part, nigga. That's nigga you trying to kill me and fuck your part. That's what that is.
It's to death do me a part that I die and then I continue to live through, vicariously off your energy.
Yeah.
Off everything you did. You feel me? Everything you strive for. I say it's one thing to be dealing with that with your own mama. It's a whole other thing to deal with a man you supposed to talk about is a man. When you say the word, my man, my what? You know what I'm talking about? Real talk. Like if your mother is sickly and everything like that, that's a burden to bear. I cleared those karmic debts, whatever the fuck it was. It was a burden to bear to see my mother going through whatever she had to go through, or she was going to take herself through, okay, and be there for her to the end. But it's a whole nother thing, and I know I expressed this. I said I am not ever going to be in a situation where I am so fucking miserable and unhappy, and I'm going to be taking care of man. It ain't going to happen.
Period.
So whatever happened in a past life, and you could have been your rotten ass, and you poured it in on this one, it ain't going to happen. I'm telling you. Okay? And when I told you about the women of this family and how each and every one of them were with a man, yes. And I said it's something with this family.
Yes.
Who that? Oh, it's something with this family, with the women. You understand? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I'm going to be living in a separation situation and this man is headship over all my shit in case I pass. What? No, that's why the Most High gave me a daughter. That's why I already put everything in motion.
Period.
Since the government want to block me from divorcing this rotten motherfucker, cool. I'm putting it in, I'm writing it into the fabric of the spirit. Fuck what you got on paper right here. My daughter need to know this. Just like I brought up your step grandfather, and I said he wasn't legally married by paper to your grandmother, but they was together for as long as they were, so it was common law. And
Right.
then he put her name on everything. This nigga literally contacted the motherfucking life insurance and said, take the wife off. That's what he did. Yeah, take her off. She don't want to be with me. Wipe my ass.
Okay, clean his shit.
Clean my shit. Smell my shit. She already don't
Smell
like
his
the sick.
busted fucking pussy ass.
I don't take care of myself. My body rotting, and I'm leaking pus. And she don't want to smell it no more. She don't want to deal with me. She don't. And take her off. And you thought that I was gonna sit up there and battle about that shit?
She don't want to motherfucking hear me gagging every morning brushing my goddamn teeth. She don't want to keep seeing mustard stains on the goddamn refrigerator door because I'm goddamn loading up my sandwiches with goddamn so much mustard. Like goddamn the whole goddamn bottle of mustard need to be dumped on one goddamn sandwich. Can we go on? Like, boy, bye.
Crazy. Didn't I say that Quasi is the one that has the little dreads, talk about emotional like pain, and then look, that look like him. The crazy part about it is that he's jealous because I'm in my North Node and I won't help him.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't I just say that? It say, please help me. Okay? Poverty don't necessarily mean you money poor, okay? Or no home poor. Poverty is just simply within your spirit. And I just got through talking about that, and look what comes out, and he's mad. What? Like I said, to wake up the most evil, dark, like you said, dark corners of my psyche is to fuck with me on a level of making me think you can force me to degrade myself. Patricia ain't never raised me to not clean, cook, make sure everything's decent in order. That's what I come from. So why would I sit up here and like, oh, I don't care, I love him. Yeah, it stinks in here real bad with light incense or spray, and I know he's using the bathroom on himself. Like, nah. This will never be like the kingdom come where he talking about, she talking about Otis, what his name was on there, where he couldn't hear and shit. She's like, yeah, he can't hear and he can't do this and he can't do that, and she acting like that shit is sexy. that movie Kingdom Come with Whoopi Goldberg buried the husband and called him mean and surly.
Mm-hmm.
When that man was all fucked up, he was like goddamn Tales from the Crypt. Now, not Tales from the Crypt. What's that other damn movie? Chainsaw Massacre. When that old ass man, he all, you know what I'm saying, is still trying to still holding on, and she all Caesar. That's his name, Caesar. I'm like, this shit is not funny. This little part right here on the movie. Let that damn man go. Like, you feel me? And she was like, yeah. And then once I burp and then I turn him over, like, that ain't gonna be me.
Okay.
That ain't gonna be me. Shit. It's one thing to love your husband and take care of him because he's sickly. That's one thing. And then the motherfucker allow the nigga got a forked tongue. On one side of the tongue, he'll lie. And then on the other side, he'll tell the truth. The motherfucker got a forked tongue. He's a fucking snake. He is a forked tongue. And the worst kind of poisonous snake. Okay? Because every snake ain't evil. But he's that worst kind. Just there's dualities in everything. Okay? And he's the dark snake. You understand? Literally sit up there and thank you. You did the world for me and everything. Man, I don't know how I would have lived. It wasn't for you taking me to the hospital all them times, waiting on me, dealing with the doctors, all that stuff, man. I don't know, baby. I owe you my life. On one piece of the tongue saying that, the other tongue, fuck you. That's why you in the projects. I mean, literally like some little fucking kid. This shit is retarded. Like some little kid. Like, how the hell do you get to the age of 51, getting bald, all kind of shit, show you your ass is aging and going through something, and you dealing with somebody talking and acting like that?
I'm telling you.
How the fuck could that not make you go insane in the membrane? Like, what? I got my new apartment. And I'm trying to tell you, no, the nigga is trying to watch us through the YouTube. And
Yes.
every fucking thing that, Liz, I watch everything you post. You was a bitch ass lie. Because there's a lot of things that I post and I talk about that I'll be waiting for whenever I would talk to you would say, and you don't.
That
Because your
part.
brain skips. Your
That
brain
part.
skips. So the main things you should pay attention to is shut it down. Is shut it down.
Yeah, ma'am.
Then when you be all in shock, it's like MK Ultra. You be shocked back to like, well, what's going on? What's going on? What's going? Liz, can you help me? Liz. Wait, hold on. Did you not watch the video that I posted when I was telling you about your motherfucking self? Since you watch everything I post, and since I've been on live, you could actually physically click in and listen. Figure out a way to get back in. If that's you calling yourself Batshit Crazy Ray or whatever the fuck, whoever that was, figure out another name to come through. I'm gonna get shit off my chest. I'm not gonna check out of this earthly living, this earthly life existence, and cross over with nothing heavy on my heart. I'm gonna express it. How you gonna be trying to be jealous? Cause the most high motherfucker is jealous because the most high is taking me on to new heights. And you wasn't supposed see, that's the conflict. That's what the conflict is with this Queen of Swords energy right here. You want me to motherfucker consistently stay and ain't that nigga about 55? You want me to continually stay in this state of disillusions and conflict within myself? No, baby, I'm very crystal clear. I showed up. Look at the abuse. Look at the abuse and obsessed. You can't make it up. You can't make it the fuck up. Wanted me to stay in a state of being humiliated and everything. And obsessed. See what I'm talking about? You can't make it up. But mad because I'm stepping in my North Node. Let's get that from my mouth. Oh, man, because she ain't really in poverty. Listen to how she's talking, her spirit. They don't know, but she's really like that in real life. Like, she's really like that. She stands up for herself. She doesn't give a fuck. She's really like that. Yeah, I really am. I talk like this for the motherfuckers who think they know me. It ain't for strangers who click in. It's for those who think they know me. Just like I had to get Mona ass told. The fuck? Mind your complete business, bitch. Not half of it, all of it. You ain't got no motherfucking rights trying to look at somebody else's like, you need me to help you with your husband? Yeah. Your husband texted me and told me he was in the hospital. He on his deathbed. I'll come pick you up, girl. Same motherfucking cousins won't take you to the hospital so her little cousin can know her mama is good. But you gonna come, man, I'm telling you, they be want you to step out of your godliness. See, I don't be talking about you. See, if I was a Christian, no, you want me to step out of my godliness. That's what you want me to do. And I don't even fight like that. I don't even fight like that. That's not the way I fight. Huh? They want me to go back and tap into the dark witch. That's what they want me to do. That's what they want me to do. To breach the contract that I made with the Most High. Yeah. Yeah. Always thinking about me. Always trying to worry about what's she doing, how she doing. Yeah, I done showed you the channel and every damn thing. You want to know? Click it. I won't know you looking at it. That view can be from anybody. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. But if I'm addressing you, I'm gonna say your name. I'm not speaking in no fucking subliminals. Yeah, constantly obsessed. Wait, is she gonna get out of poverty? What's she gonna do? What's she gonna do? Maybe she's gonna contact me that she needs me to help her. No, bitch, never. No, bitch, never. No, bitch, never. You ain't gotta worry about that. You was living in roaches over there in DeSoto. Shit. I'm leaving the roaches over here and go to the roaches over there. At least yours had a little bit more motherfucking respect to just stay in the kitchen. Okay? Divination. Yeah. That's what the conflict is. She keep on being enlightened to what the fuck going on. And look, this divination is with the pink cards and the rose quartz. So that's the good witch. That's the good witch. They're in conflict with the good witch. That's what they is. Yeah. So angry I can't bind her. Fuck. How Quasi said, fuck. I can't bind her. Fuck. Fuck. Moving on. Moving on. Abuse. Moving on. Like Maya said, I'm moving on. Yeah, that's right. I'm moving on from your obsessions, your abuse. Yeah, and look, the fact that she actually has purple hair, she was always royalty with a pure heart. And they so damn mad. This shit is sick as hell. I would go find me another victim. You know, well, I guess because I never looked at myself as a victim of this shit that they tried to do with the family, the shit. Well, I did. That's once I left out of that, I don't look at myself as no victim with no man because I don't have to do no sucking and no fucking. I'm not doing nothing. It's easy. Don't give a shit what they got to do with me. It's a lot of them out here busting it wide open. Go get that. I don't give a fuck. I'm not jealous. I ain't mad about shit. Goodbye. Don't bother me. They're obsessed with my twin flame. Woo, they're obsessed with my twin flame. Why does he make them feel some kind of way? They are obsessed with my twin flame journey, is what I want to say. They obsessed. Look. I just heard Spirit say, now put this right here under the lovers. They are obsessed. Who obsessed? Who's obsessed? Are they obsessed with me manifesting my twin flame? Mm-hmm. And I bet you Divine Feminine need to go right there. Yeah. Divine Feminine, where you at? We already got the High Priestess here. Queen of Cups already came out. See, they never wanted me to move on. They did this since I was a child. But now I'm grown up. You see how they came out in the reverse? Right on top of moving on and divination? Yeah. Because they wanted me to stay in the victimhood. Helpless. Ooh, baby. My cards always jump out and fly right where they want to be. Mm-hmm. Yep, they're obsessed with watching my bliss. Oh my goodness, they're obsessed with watching. I said that shit earlier. Roll the tape back. You better rewind. I said that earlier. Yeah, that's because you cannot separate my love with the Most High. You can't do that. You can keep on trying. I can't wait for y'all asses to get smited. Can't wait for y'all ass to get knocked the fuck to the void. Get your ass in the void. Jezebel. Get your ass to the void. You understand what I'm saying? That's the Jezebel spirit. Right over on this judge. That's the Jezebel spirit. Always coveting what another person has. And this energy is your light. Your faith, I said it. Coveting your faith. Coveting your light. Coveting your connection with the Most High. That's what it is. They cannot stand that shit about you. Like, how fucking dare she actually try to be all in love and with the Most High, and I can't abuse and manipulate her anymore? How the fuck is she gonna move on from my manipulation? It only works through mind control. Mind control and trauma bonding. And you can't control my mind. I told you I poured it in as Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn, you know, all that good shit. Check the charts. Check them. That's why I'm hiding shit. If they stealing your identity, they know your damn age. They stealing your identity, they know what time they said that you clocked in. That you poured it in. They know that already. What you hiding it for? Huh? What you hiding for? If they trying to erase you, do fucking with your identity, every damn thing, just scrambling every damn thing up. They trying to erase you, and this is an identity that they you. So you must tap into your soul connection to source. It was inevitable. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They're so wanting me to be bothered. It bothers me when you bother my daughter. Because my little grandbaby is sitting in there waiting to meet her grandma. That's what bothers me. I tell them what bothers me. I tell them what not to do. Do not do this or you're going to open up a portal. Do not do this or you're going to open up a portal. Do not do this or you're going to open up a portal. Do not do this or you're going to open up a portal. I do it. I tell them. Because that's what I say. All the time. I always try to be uncombative, non-combative, peaceful, and always looking for the golden road that we both can travel. You know, this is even deeper than agreeing to disagree. This is what does my soul say to do? What does my spirit say to do? This is how I live my life. So I'm not going to be forced, strong armed in no kind of fucking way. I came in as a free agent. That's what this unbothered card means. I'm a free agent. Okay? I'm not working for you. I don't work for you. No. I'm nobody's slave. None of that. Nope. Nope. Tell them what to do. Or tell them what not to do. You gonna open that portal up. I tell them what not to do. To fuck with my faith in a certain kind of way, you're gonna open up a portal. Okay? Be trying to tell them. I be trying to tell them. I do be warning them. This Jezebel spirit that you keep trying to force everybody to be under and subdued by and all this type of shit. Mm-mm. They want you to trade your faith for the Jezebel spirit. I need to come up with a cold ass acronym for faith. Yep, look, lust. They want you to trade your faith. They want you to be imprisoned by the Jezebel spirit, lose the faith in the Most High. This child thing right here is like I'm gifted since childhood. Put that there. They want you to trade that and be caught up in lust. This will be indicative of the devil card. I actually should put the devil on there, but I'm not. I love his artwork. Yep. What does it say? What does it say the devil is? A lie? False. That's what they want you to be under. Yep. Show me what I'm gaining at the end of all this. Please and thank you, Spirit. More and more divine insight to move past the manipulation. More and more foresight. For all my clairs, they're being super sharpened. Look, divinity. All my clairs are being super sharpened. That's the gift. And I'm done. 70-fold. That's the gift. Come on now. Oh, and Spirit said I got something else for you. Turn it over. Turn it over. Turn it over. Bow. Divine masculine. Oh, he is here. Where's the twin flame? Oh, so the earth angel gets the divine masculine. Oh my gosh. Look at God. Look at God. The earth angel is on the twin flame journey. Oh, she's a healer. Most High said, it's not over. You get the gift of working as a healer. And you're going to come into union with your divine masculine. And you ain't gonna have to worry about no money and that like that. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, and they wanted you to be emotionally unstable. And right now it's feeling like that. You feeling like, ugh. And you don't like that. But this is a part of the awakening. Yes, you're going there fucking with you here in the earth. Well, hold up. It's a card. They're trying to block you from your awakening so you can be emotionally unstable. And that's what they're doing. All this court shit, all this shit, the government and shit, yes, what they do. Uh-huh. What's after that? What's after that? Hold on. What's after that? Oh, wait. Hold up. Hold up. They're about to receive something for working so hard to block this earth angel's awakening by way of working with the courthouse, the secret societies and all this shit like that there. They were working to manipulate your path. Oh, oh, there they go. There they go. The gang stalkers. There they go. Uh-oh, look at Quasi. He the one jumped it off. Look at Quasi. He jumped it off. I still rise in self-love and high honor. I'm trusted by the Most High. And because I tell the goddamn truth. And I only practice love, light, and abundant healing. And I am going to have a relationship with my divine masculine. I am going to remain single, going to get back sexy, and going to be successful in everything that you sent to destroy me by playing like you're the nice guy. Whoa, wait, no. Spirit saying some kind of tower is fixing to come to some older man. Some damn body. Some kind of tower is fixing to come to this older man because he knew something about some money. Yeah, see that there? Or something suddenly is going to happen to turn everything into brightness. This dark shit here. So expect this is going to happen. And their animosity is turning up because they know it's happening. The time is up. It's over. Yeah. Yeah, and all this opposition. All this opposition was spiritual warfare, two together right here, was all about your spiritual abundance. Your inheritance. Yeah, that's what they was doing. They was conspiring together with some motherfucking body that's standing in some sort of authority as a head chief of the cult type shit, some shit, because they did not like it that your star seed, the way you come from, your bloodline, your lineage, yeah, there's a karmic masculine involved. Yeah, that's all these motherfuckers I was talking about that's trying to block this real love. Oh, they dying off. Oh, that's that marriage. That's that Terrence Martindale. This is about healing yourself. Yeah. And your karma is going to be actual money. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Because now you are in your feminine. You're in your divine feminine. That's the divine feminine right here. Because I started off with the King of Swords. Yeah, look, y'all. The gift. Your gift is here's all your karmic debts being paid. And they got to pay you. Run me my money. And I'm out. I need to come back and do my King of Swords. Do my Kippers. But I need to stretch back for a minute. So I'm gonna let me refresh. I'll be back to do my oracles. My damn what they call. I gotta get them out. I can't think. I can't think. That was a lot, baby. That was a real deep psychic intuitive council session. I'm gonna come back and finish these. Peace.